Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
Okay.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another RSG Wednesday night stream, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community. I am, of course, your host with the most, Ranger J 1999, part of the RSG crew, and welcome to another Hump Day Wednesday show, the longest running live show, going to date 181 and kicking strong. We're getting near that 200 mark. It's right around the corner. Glad to have you guys here on a Wednesday night, spending your time with us as we discuss the latest and greatest news and notes of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and giving you a little bit of insight of what it all means. Joining me on this epic journey, of course, is the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn, Paul Bunyan, Medicine Woman.
No more Paul Bunyan.
You always be a Paul Bunyan to me, Finn. Also joining us with a giant chicken on his head, the brown Gandalf, the beardless one, the French tickler, the chicken chaser, the government Wi-Fi stealer, the big deal himself, Grande Dumbass Patron.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, it just words are hard right now. So can we get a C in the chat? Or actually, let's get a D in the chat for Dumbass Grande Chicken Man. D in the chat.
D for the chicken.
It's D for the chicken. That's right.
Or as I said, Dumbass Patron. So, your ninth choice in tequila. So, and last but not least, not humiliating himself, looking suave and pimp as ever, the lightsaber wielder himself, the sexy Buddha, the pimp extraordinaire, Sir Loki, the lightsaber.
What's up?
What's going on, Loki? Just getting home from work. I can see you're a little disheveled. You don't have your suaveness as usual. I like a little bit of the messy hair. It looks good.
It's got that as hell, man.
It's got that rugged pioneer look that women just can't resist, Loki.
Thanks.
It does.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to drive in SoCal when it rains, man.
No.
So traffic's horrible.
Yeah, but don't worry, Loki made it. He's here. Soup and squid is in his future. I see it now. Some hot
Absolutely.
soup. All right, so let's break down what we do here. We're going to talk shop about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. If you have questions that you would like posed to us and have us answer, the sooner you get them in, the better. The way you do that is put your question into the chat. You can see some examples already in there. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, and we will get to your question, and Finn will scoop those up. If you don't put question for your statement, most likely we will miss your question, and that's on you, not us. Also, over there, you can see on the left of the screen where we're all at, you can see the donation tracker, and that's from different people donating to different things. We have our Tiltify going on right now. The American Cancer Society, people are donating to Tiltify. We also have people doing bits from Twitch. That shows up. And then we've got the super chat function. If you'd like to donate to the stream while we're live and get the donation train started, you're more than welcome. You can say funny little things in the box, and you can have fun stuff drop in the air with Twitch and YouTube and everything. Everything has an animation for something. But if you do a super chat, $3 or less, you get some porgs. $3.01 to $20, you get the infamous poop-filled baby rangers dropped from the sky. And if you do $20.01 or more, you get the pickle extravaganza. That's right. We all whip out our pickles. Pickles fly all over the screen. There's a huge explosion onto the screen. It's a wonderful thing as we celebrate our pickleness. And then also you get a chance to either pick one of your favorite commercials, or we'll spin the wheel and play a commercial for you. So it's up to you what you would like. So let us know and we'll make it happen.
Speaking of which,
yes.
Is Oscar Round in the chat?
I don't know who
because
that is.
Oscar Round.
I know who Nyanyo is. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's asking around.
They
So
didn't say
she
anything.
donated $20.01 during the lunch stream, so she actually gets either
It's either
a
he or
commercial of her
she.
choice or a spin.
You don't know who that is, Finn?
It's asking around.
And they are.
Are you saying ask around?
Finn's retarded. Okay, moving
It's
on.
asking around.
Ask around. Okay, I'll ask around. I don't know who
No,
that is.
that's
I'll
not
ask
what that
around.
is. Oh my sweet Jesus!
I'll ask around.
No, yeah, go
She's
ahead.
gonna get mad. It's a cat. Meow.
All right, so moving on.
So now meows there, you get to pick. By the way, we can either do a roll of the wheel or spin of the wheel, or you can pick which commercial.
Yeah, you did donate a little bit earlier. We did our famous cover of the
Meow.
dev Q&A stream.
She's there.
Yeah, there's
Meow.
she's there, and it's meow meow.
Meow.
Quit saying he. I don't know why you keep saying he.
I said she. I know Asuka's
You
a
have
she.
said he twice now.
It's a she. I know Asuka is a she.
Do you
I
think
don't-
because you said he?
I'm telling you, I don't know who this meow is.
There's
but I'll
not
ask-
time for
I'll
androgyny,
ask
Finn.
around.
It's a
I'll ask
she. I am
around.
quite aware Asuka's a she.
I don't know.
Why don't you ask her?
All right, shush your goddamn mouth, Grande. I've had about enough of you tonight
Why don't you
already.
ask her?
Why don't you?
She said roll. She said roll the wheel.
Why don't you shut your hole and know your role? All right. We're gonna spin the wheel. Okay. Well, we'll spin the wheel, and then that'll be the first commercial we do tonight. So here we go. It's spinning. It's spinning. Oh my God. For meow meow. What are we gonna get? It's spinning. It's spinning. Oh my sweet Jesus. What is it gonna end up on? I don't know. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be any of the famous commercials we've done here at RSG. Of course it is. Around the World, France. Of course, that would be the one. That would be the first one we roll today. Remind me of that, Finn. God damn it. Damn it. All right, Finn. We also like to do shout outs to all our fans that support us and stuff. We usually have a word that we like you to put in the chat, and then we'll shout your name out here in a few. We'll do it during the stream. But, Finn, what is the shout out word of the day?
So today is actually going to be a little different. It's not going to be a word. It's actually going to be a number. And the number is going to be 16. 16.
16, okay.
16. So go ahead and get the number 16 in the chat.
Any
16.
particular reason we're choosing that designation of digits?
There might be. We might get to it later today. So 16. Go ahead and get in your 16s in chat.
You don't want to say it now. He's going to make us wait till...
And of course, Yuta types 12.
No, that's not how that works. Okay, there you go. You got it right. Okay, so there we go. So get your 16s in. All right. So we also have a question, Twitter question of the day that we like to pose to said skewers out there in TV land. Oh, Dr. Finn, what is our reality skewed Twitter question of the day?
Today's going to be a little different.
You just
Again.
said that for wait a minute. We just did.
Today's just a whole different stream
Hold on.
entirely.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a whole
what the
different
hell
stream.
is going on? You didn't.
So we don't really have a Twitter question. Instead,
What?
we are going to have an exclusive interview with CG Fedora Hat. So
What?
when you guys type question, make sure you also say at CG Fedora Hat in the question.
What?
And by the way, make sure that it's all spelled correctly.
What's
it is going to be
happening?
CG Fedora Hat.
Loki, what's happening? Why is
There you
this
go.
happening?
We
No,
have a special Q&A segment
I
with
don't-
CG Fedora
I
Hat.
don't understand. What?
CG Fedora Hat's going to make an appearance, Loki. Aren't you excited?
I'd rather see Julie Andrews.
Oh, she might make an appearance
She
too.
might make an
Just saying.
appearance too. God.
Julian.
She may or may not make an appearance.
Oh my God! So get your 16s in, guys, and then get your questions over to Twitter for a special breaking news report from the one and only Brock Finity CG Fedora.
No, it's not Brock Finity. It's CG Fedora Hat.
Oh, sorry, a different person.
A different person entirely.
My apologies to.
It is. So in order to type CG Fedora Hat is CG underscore Fedora Hat as one word. So CG underscore FEDORAHAT.
Someone's gonna come in late and not remember.
No, that's on them.
Yeah, we laid it out fine. I mean, quite elegantly. So I mean,
But they can get in their questions while CG.
well, I mean,
Pro has
sure,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, you can do anything you want. It's your world.
It's not Julie Andrews has nothing to do with CG. Don't tarnish the name of Julie Andrews.
That's not. Yeah, that's mean. That's mean to Julie Andrews.
We're not here to tarnish that. Julie Andrews is a
The
legend.
hills are alive with the sound of porgs. All right, so that's all that. That's all the housekeeping stuff done. You can see last thing, the Vader's Cup of Plenty. If you'd like to donate, fill up the cup. Let's see if we can get the cup filled a couple times tonight and exploding the cup all over your wonderful selves. Anything else that I missed, Finn, in the intro? I think we covered it all. Let's get to the news. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Finn. We've had a very long day today. Would you say that it's been a very long day today, Finn?
It kind of has, yeah.
It's been a lot of material we've covered today. A lot of streaming. Where are we going to first with what we want to cover there, Dr. Finn?
I don't know. You pick, Ranger. There's a lot of it.
Don't really.
You bring
I'm
up
so-
something on the screen and we'll...
Oh, my God. Oh, God. Well, let's just go to the dev announcements and news. Let's talk about what's been on everybody's mind. And that is, what's the new lightsaber Loki's building? Quickly.
Baby Yoda.
Oh, God.
Oh, a Baby Yoda lightsaber
Oh,
would be
my
epic,
sweet
dude.
Jesus. Don't tell Finn that. He'll die.
Oh my God, if you have a Baby Yoda... with a
He will
lightsaber.
die. He'll die horribly, Loki.
So, complete side note
No, but
here,
what we
'cause
really
Loki
need
has
to-
derailed me with that comment.
But what we really need to talk about is Ranger J 1999 and Finn hitting Kyber League. We did it, guys. We went and kicked ass. We got all the victories. We're in the Kyber League. That means we can go out in public with our head high and say, "Hey, lady, not only am I a doctor, but I'm in the Kyber League." No, that's not the news either. What's really on everybody's mind, of course,
Is Baby Yoda merchandise is for sale?
no, that's not it.
It
either.
is.
Well, no, you're
So,
not wrong.
so Loki
but
brought
I'm-
it out. Loki brought it out. I'm just saying. So Baby Yoda merchandise went on sale, right?
Oh, thank you for the cheers,
Target-
Dr. Gonzo. We got some bits coming into the cup. The cup
Thank
of
you, Dr.
Eleni.
Gonzo.
The Amazon ones are all sold out though.
So here's the thing, right? So most of them are actually pre-order, right? Target was having a sale for buy two,
Sure.
get one free.
Yeah, this
Right?
is just fascinating.
So they put all of that up. So as soon as the Baby Yoda stuff was there, because it was considered Star Wars, they were still buy two, get one free. So I bought 2 of the 10-inch Funkos and a plush. So it's basically about like
Did
$80,
you
$90
buy anything
of
else
Baby
with
Yoda stuff.
Did you buy anything
Well-
for the rest of the crew, Finn?
No. So
Selfish.
I got
dick.
2 Baby Yoda 10-inch Funkos and then the plush.
Well,
and it's about
we
$90
know where we
worth
stand,
that I
Loki.
got for 60, right? Because it's buy 2, get 1 free. Well, about 5 minutes afterwards, they removed all the Baby Yoda stuff from the buy 2, get 1 free sale.
Well, they knew that you wanted.
So they
some.
were all individualized. So I saved on Baby Yoda merchandise because I bought it early.
And he's gonna give it to the Tiltify campaign.
That's
what
right.
he's
We're
gonna-
gonna have a
No.
full donation.
No.
You heard it here
First
first.
of all, I'm not even getting it until
We are
April.
going to have an auction off of the Baby Yodas that
Pre-order.
Finn's donating.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
No,
Not
we're
this
gonna
year.
do it now, and then when it comes in, you can give it to somebody, Finn. That's a good. You're a good man, Finn. I am so proud of you for giving.
Next year.
I'm so
You might-
proud.
maybe
of you,
for
Finn.
next year's campaign.
Yeah.
Don't touch
That's-
my Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
You leave
I'm-
my Baby Yoda alone.
Yeah. So we're plan on that being one of the challenges. So I'm very.
Next year.
Isn't it nice of Finn to just give something like
So
that he
nice.
loves?
Yeah.
It's so
So
nice,
generous.
Loki. Yeah. I mean, it's so kind, and that's why we love Finn. He's such a giving person. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
he putting others before himself. It's just it's such a selfless act of Dr. Finn. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, next year.
Yeah, very charitable. Dr. Hideous agrees. Says you're a good man. We're very proud of you. Yep, that's a good man, Dr. Finn. All right. Well, let's talk about the chicken in the room, as they would say. The dumpster fire that is Lightside GOTB. My sweet Jesus, this has Murphy's Law smothered all over its monkey ass. Let's just talk about this nonsense. Loki, you and me and Grande, and we're in high-level guilds, and we have a lot of relic characters, and we did this, and I don't think I've ever got so penetrated so fast without permission and felt so wrong for it, even though I prepared for some damage. Loki, your thoughts on the light side GOTB. Let's just start with the difficulty.
It was hard, man.
It was hard. Good. Okay. So we've
It
got
was
hard.
frustrating. It was I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I'm gonna save I'm gonna save that for your rant, man. But it was bad. I was probably there were only 2 of us in phase 1 that actually completed the special mission. Out of a guild of 50 with several.
And this is TI, by the way.
Yeah, several high relic tunes and teams, and it was surprisingly hard. Well, what else could I say?
Look, he doesn't want to talk about it. Look how upset he is. He's
So
like,
bad.
it's so bad. Loki's speechless.
No, I mean it's so bad you have to laugh, right?
We did. Me and Finn laughed so hard when we did it on the stream the other day. I don't know if you saw it, Loki. We were just giggling like little schoolgirls because we just got in there and got raffle stomped. Relic characters, we went in there like, well, let's just see what happens. And as I said, it was like the South Park episode. It's like, welcome to the bank, all right? I see you're here to deposit a nice Padmate team all reliced up with all the 16 mods, and it's gone. I hadn't started the fight. It is gone. It's like, but it's like instantaneous. I think the funniest thing with Finn with his, I think it was your Padme team. Finn was like, all right, we're going to go in here with Padme. Pretty good. And she's dead. Padme's dead already.
No, it was Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Like we're going in with Padme. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, the droids are attacking. All right, they're getting in a few attacks. Okay, and Kenobi's dead.
And the droids don't even have a leader.
No.
It's just the droids like.
Oh yeah, it was a B1 lead. That was the best part.
Yeah.
A solid B1 lead droid team took out Kenobi. Now mine is gear 12, but still, the fact that they take out a gear 12 modded Kenobi.
They have the high ground indeed, Zyla. And hey, the Counts 916, new person in the chat. Glad to have you here.
It felt like when the Rancor raid first came out, right?
No, it didn't feel like that at all. You know what this felt like? Just, we don't care. Because I was thinking about this a lot. I mean, because we had fun with it.
It was bad.
It was so bad. And they're like, we got an update today in a post saying that they're not going to be adding levels, they're not adding gear tiers, they're not anything. And I'm thinking about this like, well, wait a minute. If people are already going in there with Relic 7 tunes at the very top of the chew chain, and they're getting raffle stomped, and you have no plans for any changes whatsoever, that this is where you want the content, and Relic 7, which is the max you can do, which is getting kicked in phase 1 of this stuff, what is the incentive for people to take their characters up to Relic 7? It's not going to make a difference in this.
So that's not... Okay. So this was completely intentional.
I know it was completely intentional.
It's not surprising that they say they weren't going to tune it back.
Nope, that doesn't surprise me.
Here's the thing, though. So I went back and I listened to the Galactic War Report.
Yeah, you were talking about this
from November 22nd, when Crumb and Eric went on with the Galactic War Report. And it's been long delayed since I should have listened to it. We've been talking about that one in particular because they talked about quite a few things. And if you actually listen to it, it's actually a little disturbing on what they talk about. But I went back and actually listened to it for myself. There was a lot of telling stuff about the direction that CG is going, right? And honestly, it's kind of concerning from a player standpoint. The first thing is not a bad thing, but they acknowledge that they need to be releasing content more, right? So Eric and Crumb both basically said, like, yeah, we know we need to be releasing content more. Here's where it kind of turns sideways in that podcast. Their response as to why they needed content basically sounded like they were saying players were beating their content too fast. And so they were looking for a long-term solution to try and keep the players occupied. And I'm paraphrasing here, but that's pretty much what they said. that basically players were beating their content too quickly, so they had to make it so difficult that they bought themselves time in order to create new content. Crumb at one point also said that CG does not have all of the tools that it needs in order to develop content fast enough. So keep this in mind. This is a game that has made millions of dollars over 4 years, right? It is a Star Wars IP. So you know people are investing in it simply because of the IP aspect of this. And somehow, over 4 years, they have not managed to get the tools they need in order to release content faster, right? So that's the first kind of disturbing thing that Crumb said in that podcast. The second part is that basically their plan moving forward, based on that podcast, you guys can go listen to it yourselves and tell me if I'm wrong and what my interpretation is. But basically they said, we are making content so difficult now that it is going to occupy players for like 6 months. So then they don't have any complaints about new content because they won't have beaten the content that's currently in the game. So when they talked about in the dev Q&A how there's nothing coming in the next 3 months, it's not surprising to me at all that that's their philosophy, and letting us flounder for the next like 6 months on Lightside GOTB, because that is the hard content. And anytime now we say, well, we have hard new content, their response is going to be, well, you guys haven't even beaten Lightside GOTB, so why do you guys want new content? Like, that's literally what they said in that, like, I mean, again, you guys can go back and listen to Galactic War Report and listen to that November 22nd interview and tell me if I'm wrong, but that is pretty much what Crumb and Eric said. That they are looking to make things so difficult that it buys them more time in order to develop content, so the need from the players is not new content every few months.
That's fine.
Because we're not going to be able to beat the content.
See, that's fine. It's not.
Hold
on. Let me finish. It's one thing if you make it difficult, right? To where it takes, if it had been like, if you had characters Relic 7 by Phase 4 and you need a little bit of RNG and stuff like that, that the first phases were really difficult and stuff, I think that would have been a little bit of an easier pill to swallow than what we got. I mean, this stuff is unplayable. Like, I don't understand. Like, you make great points with what you just talked about. The whole point of a game, and this is just a basic thing, is the game is there so you can go in with the character or hero or whatever you're doing, depending on which kind of game it is, and you go and you do stuff with it, and it can be difficult, and sometimes you have to figure stuff out, like I had to do like for Jedi Fallen Order and things. There's puzzles and things you have to do, but you're playing your character, you're customizing it, and in this game, a collection game where we collect and bust our ass and pay money to use characters to get them to the highest level you possibly can. And in the first phase of the new content, get raffle stomped is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. There's difficulty, and then there's just being asinine. And if that's because you can't keep up, you make a great point again, Finn. What the hell are you investing in over there, CG? What do you mean to tell me you don't have the resources? I know I've seen some of the financials that have come out that I've looked at. You make quite a penny. I know other people get some of the cut and stuff, but you still have more than enough money that should be going back into, I don't know, maybe more people to help with said content and things of that nature. So what are you doing with your money? I mean, if you're using it on hookers and blow, just tell us now. I'm okay with that. At least I know it was for a good cause, right? I mean, if that's where the money went, hey, it happens, but you had a good time, and I'm cool with that. But that's ridiculous. And the fact that they put out something that, so they don't have to worry about new content, is not only lazy, it is off-putting. The fact that you just said all those things, Finn, just pisses me off to no end.
And again, don't take my word for it. I'm telling you right now, that's my interpretation of everything that happened on the podcast. Go listen to yourself and tell me if you disagree with what my interpretation is of that interview, because that is exactly how it came across to me. Now, The thing is, I don't mind that they're working on game modes that are designed for 6 months out, right?
Sure.
I don't think it's smart to release it 6 months early. I also, and I know this is a different topic, I also did not like the response on the Q&A today.
Yeah, we haven't got to that
When
yet.
somebody asked about the difficulty, right? And I'm okay if they stick to their guns, right? And they basically say, yeah, this is the way that it is tuned. It is the way it's intended. Don't expect any kind of level increase, relic increase, anything like that in the next 3 months. First off, I don't buy that for a second, but that's what they said, right? If they had stopped there, I would have been okay. Because to me, that is them with some kind of plan and then going ahead with that plan and just sticking with it, right? And for a player, I'm going to take a step back here for a second. The rewards for light side GOTB are actually fairly decent. It's a conversation to be had with every guild as to whether or not to do light side Hoth and light side GOTB now, because of the frustration that you get with light side GOTB, but it also means that you can just get your guild to deploy and be done with it. It's also 4 phases versus now going back to 24 hours, 6 phases with Hoth TB. I mean, there is a discussion to be had. But for a guild like mine, again, we're right around 220 million GP. We would be looking at a comparison between 45 stars in light side Hoth TB versus 9 stars in light side GOTB. And in my assessment, while you get a little less credits and you get a little bit less get 1, you get considerably more get 2, and the loot box seems a little bit better even at the lower level than the 45 stars.
Sure.
Of Hoth TB, right? So from a player perspective, right, if you take a step back and they tell you, yeah, this is content designed for 6 months from now, but the rewards from this are going to help you once we start getting ready for progression, right? We would all just be back like, okay, basically almost the same way a lot of people take GAC and basically say, okay, this is basically just free rewards, right? It's free rewards. You'll go in, you'll deploy. You don't have to worry about anything. Just deploy, get done with it, and move on, right? But that's not the way they're framing it. They have framed this to the players as the new endgame content. And it's not. It's not endgame content from now. It is endgame content for 6 months from now. And they did not tell us that ahead of time. And we were talking about this on the pre-stream, and I'll let Loki talk about it a little bit more. The people that got the most screwed on this are the people that did not realize this is content designed for endgame 6 months from now, and wailed on a character like Arc Trooper to help with Kiadi Mundi. Right? I mean, Loki, how many people did you have? Like, I know TI is probably TI and Moss, Grande, you can probably talk about it too. How many people did you have that wailed out on Arc Trooper and now kind of feel like CG kind of screwed them a little bit?
I mean, there's plenty in TI. I feel bad for those players. I said it during the pre-stream, and the problem with it too is, you know, if you didn't make your, you know, we're not even talking about the bugs yet, but you know, there were, you know, there's bugs in opening up sections of the map. So imagine if you 7-starred your Arc Trooper and you didn't 1-star that one middle section that opens up 2 in the next map and so forth. You can't even go to that special mission, which is really sad. You know, and it's still up in the air if Arc Trooper's bugged under General Skywalker. So I don't know what they're doing, man. Honestly, I feel bad for those players, the ones that got their Jedi ready, the ones that got their clones ready. You know, I was gearing up my Cody because he was a requirement in one of the missions, and I wanted to be a good soldier and have stuff ready to go day one. And lo and behold, we didn't even unlock that zone because of a bug. So they're just too much. I don't know where to start, but yeah, I mean the ones that wailed out on the new tunes for this new content, I really feel bad for, you know, and it's just I hope CG can make it right, other than the pack that they just handed out to us. you know, it's a start, but I don't know where you go from here, honestly, to pick up the pieces. If they're not going to adjust the difficulty, then they got to do about 20 reworks. I mean, we said it during the pre-stream. There's a lot of unusable characters in the Jedi faction. There's a couple in the clone faction, and they really need reworks. It's pretty bad right now.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. On top of that, it doesn't work, and this is the same broken record again and again and again. Once in a while, you give somebody a pass. Like, if you know they're trying and they mess up, you're like, you know what? You were giving it your all. You came up short. Things happen. I get it. It's fine. Even the second time, like, okay, well, but did you learn you were trying, but this was something different? You get to a point after about the third time on of stuff not working that you just have to sit there and go, okay, enough is enough, right? There's a certain expectation in a game that it works. I got Jedi Fallen Order. And you know what? I paid a certain amount. I played the game. I can go back and play it some more. It's got an incredible amount of content. I can go back and do different difficulties and stuff. I've played Naruto. I played a game from 2001 and the latest versions, right? Me and Fourth Akagi have been playing that. And it works great fun. Tons and tons of hours. The game works, right? That's kind of the expectation. You're going to find a bug here and there, right? It happens. Like, nothing's perfect. And I don't expect perfection. But every single release, there seems to be something they're not catching. And it's getting old. It's getting so old. Our expectation, we said this before, is we expected this to not work. And lo and behold, it did. And that's not something to be proud of. That's not something you hang your hat on and go, well, it looks good, but god dang it, it didn't work, but that's okay. We'll fix it. No, that's not what you want to have happen. Didn't have that with World of Warcraft. Didn't have it with a lot of games I can go down the line.
So World of Warcraft did have some bugs,
but nothing nothing like this. Like a new zone popped in.
They were also more isolated. Like it felt so. CG has unfortunately set up a history, right, of not just the mistakes, but not really making good on the mistakes to the level that players felt was appropriate. Now, in this case, and again, this was kind of the reason for the 16 being the shout-out word of the day. Hint to anybody that missed the shout-out word of the day earlier. The number 16 was the shout-out word of the day because they gave everybody rewards equivalent to if you got 16 stars on Lightside Geo. And I think that was a good make good from the perspective of what is appropriate to make good to all of the players. So I will give kudos to CG for that.
Sure.
The problem is they have these new phases and they can't deny it. These are not being beta tested, right? Let's just be flat out honest. These are not being beta tested. They might not even be regular tested, right? I don't know what kind of alpha testing they're doing. I don't know if they're queuing these difficulties by testing these with like Relic 10 7.mod characters on their special dev accounts. I mean, I don't know what they're testing it with in order to tune the difficulty. Because if they played it with Relic 7, they would have realized that this is really almost impossible. So they're playing with something that's set for like 4 to 6 months from now. But even then, I think the rewards were fine, but the timing was awful, right? It's not just about the response, but it's also about the response time as a customer, right? When you have an issue, you expect them to try and fix it. And I mean, it happens in every industry. Like you try to get them to come and sometimes they just don't resolve the issue when you need them to. And CG, however, is doing this kind of on their own voluntarily. They set the times where the resets are happening at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. their time, meaning that on this 36-hour window, there is nobody there on the resets ever, right? There's just nobody there. Even if we do 24-hour resets, the time resets at 10 p.m. their time, there's going to be nobody there for all of the different phases, even if we shift back to something like housekeeping. So they have this issue where they do not have it planned out well for them to have their technical staff ready in case something happens on new content. I'm not even asking for this on the old content. Like, I was forgiving of them in the first instance of the Malik issue, because that was the third time the Malik event had come out. It was a weird bug with something else they had released. So if they missed that, I mean, I was understanding of that, because that can happen. This is new content you're releasing for the first time that had obviously not been beta tested, not been stress tested, and you don't have anybody there to resolve this issue in case there's a technical problem where the map isn't even working correctly or anything. And the worst part is you have guilds that are waiting to give instructions to their players, right? You have a 36-hour window that buys you 12 hours of time to try and get this resolved. Because if you give players 24 hours, you give everybody in your guild enough time to work on it. So you had 12 hours to fix this. Of that time, right, between 10 p.m., they don't get into work until maybe 9 a.m. at the earliest. You've already wasted 11 hours of the TV. And then if you spend time for doing some kind of breakfast, then you're gone for that 12 hours. If you start working, you're not going to get the resolution until the end of the 12 hours. So you are not doing a good response time here. And this has unfortunately been the issue for all of their releases. And they just don't seem to learn. And I think that's the most frustrating part, is that we're seeing the same issues over and over again. And I'm glad that they at least did the correct make good on this. But at some point, you have to learn from your mistakes and not keep on making the same mistakes over and over again. And nobody knows when this is going to happen. Like, this has been going on for 4 years. And to what Grande was saying earlier and Ranger, like, the expectations for CG are about as low as they can get. And for them to never exceed expectations when the expectations are basically at the bottom, like they can't go any lower for CG, all they're doing is meeting expectations, which is a sad state of affairs for CG when you have a player base that's actually trying to help. Like, you set up a public beta test in July. There is a forum post asking for people to join a public beta test. What happened to that? You asked for free labor. People signed up to be your free labor, and you ignored them. And then you wonder why the community gets all upset with you when these kind of things happen. It's because you go out of your way to ignore the player base. Look at the responses today in the Q&A.
They were pretty bad.
Right? It's not even just the responses, which is kind of a whole separate issue, because how they responded to the issue about the difficulty was disappointing. But if you look at the questions, what do we have going on in the community right now, right? Lightside GeoTV was broken. Nobody knew exactly what was going to happen. And they released what the solution was about like 10, 20 minutes before the Q&A. You have all of the quality of life issues that are a problem. You have disappearing buttons and the game freezing, right? You have a whole host of things. Optics is an important part of PR, and the developer Q&A is 100% for PR, right? Let's not fool anybody. It's 100% for PR. If you look at that post, 50% of the questions are about art.
We're not making that up.
When there are things going on in the game right now that are broken, 50% of the questions there were by art. Now, this is nothing against CG Raging Spaniard, who I read the responses for afterwards, and he really does like his art. So I would love to hear from him. Now was not the time. Now was not the time for CG Raging Spaniard. It just wasn't. Now was the time to address all of the issues that are going on in the game and how you are going to address it. And if you read what they said about the difficulty, their response was 100% reactive instead of being proactive while the players are telling them the issues. The players are flat out telling them that the content is too difficult. Our guilds are considering going to Hoth TB. We are getting frustrated. Players don't know what to do. Whaling doesn't even help out. What is the point of this content? Like, this is the feedback they're getting. And their response was, well, if we see that players are quitting, then we will do something about it. So literally
had to read
they're
that twice.
waiting for players to quit before making changes rather than making sure they don't quit. So that tells you how much they care about retention. That response alone tells you that they do not care about retention, and now they are 100% focused on bringing in new players and trying to keep them here because they do not have the same expectations as the veteran players. Newer players are not going to be able to expect to beat all of the new stuff. So now they're focusing on all of these journey guides and the hyperdrive bundles and all of that because that is where they see the money. So if CG really wants to be introspective and figure out what is wrong internally that causes all the players around to be upset with them, it's responses like that. You're waiting for players to quit before you adjust the difficulty. You're saying you don't have tools despite all of the whales and krakens investing millions. You're complaining about the fact that players are beating content too quickly so you can't produce new content despite that being your job. You are releasing content 6 months early because that's the only way you can buy yourself enough time to make new content. You consider new content being reskinning of something now for the 4th time. That's where the problem lies. It's not hard to figure out what the problems are, and they're fairly easy to fix. Do your job, get the help from the players, and then produce something that doesn't break. And if it breaks after a beta test, players will be more forgiving. Like, is there... And Grande, you tell me, am I missing something here?
I think it goes back to communication. I mean, look, if they ran out of time, let's say they don't trust beta testers because there's too many leaks. There were leaks in the past with the very first Hoth battle. We had leaks on Reddit, right? Mm-hmm. About it. So let's say they don't trust the players. Let's say they are running out of time, right? We had the same issue with GAC, right? They don't want to do an open beta, so they did GAC, and they ran 3 or 4 of them as like a test run, and they shut a couple of them down because it was so broke. They had to shut down and restart GAC again. If you're not going to run a beta and you're basically saying we're going to release content in the wild that is broken, say that. Just say we're going to release content in the wild that's broken. And we'll figure it out, get the players and the devs on the same side of the problem. We know it's broke. Tell us what's broke about it. If it's so broke it's unplayable, we'll just restart it, tweak it a little bit, and restart it again. Okay, I can handle that. Say where you shut down the Game Changer program because apparently you don't like YouTubers, or you think that you couldn't control them, or you thought they were a bunch of pompous assholes. I don't know why you shut it down, but you shut it down. If you're thinking the same thing about a beta program, or you're thinking the same thing about, so they just shut that stuff down, but then you have to communicate with the players in such a way so that we know your crap is broken, and we know it's broken because of XYZ. And so you're just going to shut it down and restart it a couple of times. I'm okay with that, but you have to communicate that kind of stuff. And we're not getting that kind of communication. We're getting, there's a couple different management styles, right? And one management style is very collaborative, right? And you have other management styles which are basically like, I am the only one with all the smart ideas, and I'm going to come to you. There's also a bunch of ideas to say, I don't want to hear any criticism of anybody that's higher than you. Okay, that's fine. The problem is that the management style of this game is very similar to North Korea. I mean, I don't mean to bring country politics into this, but it feels like North Korea. It feels like we're not getting anything. We're not getting anything, and it feels like we're not getting a collaborative experience. It feels like we're basically getting told that, this is we're talking about freaking art when Stuff is fundamentally broken. So, it's unfortunate.
All hail the mighty leader, Grande Patron.
I have the chicken hat! I have the chicken
All
hat!
hail the mighty chicken.
All
hail the mighty chicken. All hail the mighty chicken.
All right, so that's kind of what's been going on in the game. I mean,
I think that covers everything. I mean,
Yeah.
we basically went through the dev Q&A. We went through everything going on with Lightside GeoTB.
I mean, I'm
the
sorry,
only
I
thing
missed
left
the
to really
dev
talk
Were
about.
they really talking about art half the damn time?
so here's what happened.
Grande, go to the post. No, let's
I'll
just
t-
get Grande's reaction
Well,
live.
but
here.
I'll
Grande,
tell you what happened, and then you can see the post. But we're literally going through the questions as they're coming in, and we're going through different people, and we're doing our skits, right?
Yeah.
It literally was like 15 to 20 questions all of a sudden that just popped up.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so Grande, I just sent you the link to the Q&A forum post, right? Go ahead and go there and start scrolling down. Make sure you look at the top of each of Crumb's posts, right? It tells you the category.
Yeah,
Right?
general
Just go through
economy,
it.
art, content, technical issues, QOL,
Okay.
and
So now start
balance.
scrolling down and look at the size of
Yeah.
each of the Crumb posts. I just want to get your reaction live. Let's get your reaction live as you're going through the forum
Okay.
post here.
I'm not like reading. I'm just kind of
Yeah. Don't bother reading. Just look at the size of the responses.
like short, like 2 sentence, 3 sentences, couple.
No, but I mean
paragraphs.
just like the general number of lines. You don't have to look at each question, but just look at the size of each of the posts, like how many lines in
Here's
general.
economy. Okay, I'm looking at economy now.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, we got some here. Here's art.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Uh-huh.
He's got like 7. He got like 4 paragraphs. What the hell was it?
Keep going.
Keep
Keep going.
And then
1, 2, 3. Another 4 paragraphs sent.
Keep going.
A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 paragraphs on that one. A 1. Content. So, okay. I mean, we have like these short, like 2 sentence answers, and then we have a paragraph. Again, this wasn't a Q&A. This is not an AMA. This is not a Q&A. I mean, some of these questions, whenever you read them, they're kind of dumb. You know.
I know. They
like
pick the questions. I mean, people ask everything, but they're the ones that pick the questions to post. So it's up to them.
It's
But do you see
propaganda.
the size of the art section
It is. It's
versus
propaganda.
everything else? And
Yeah.
just from the optics of it, and again, nothing against Raging Spaniard. I went through and read his
I'm
responses.
sure
and
he's
he
a
really
great. I'm
does.
sure Raising Spaniard is a great
He
guy.
is. Like, I went through and read his
sure he
posts
is.
and everything, and he really loves the art. He's into Star Wars. I mean, I love
The
reading his
problem
posts.
is that whoever's running, the community involvement is basically Kim Jong Il.
Yeah, this isn't the
That's-
right time for him. They almost threw Raging Spaniard under the bus here to distract people from everything else going on with the amount of art questions.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't need to have the art section today because there's too much other stuff that's important going on. And poor Raging Spaniard, like, if you read his responses, I feel so bad.
We just got a. Did you see?
We just got a $20 donation from Putty Tang 2. He says, if anybody wants to save some money, give me half the money you were going to spend on SWGOH, and I'll kick you in the crotch. About the same effect as playing the game. Hey Finn, I'll Rochambeau you for it. All right, I'll go first.
Can I just tell you at this point, I mean, Loki put it in. Put it in there. I'd like to have Jesse back.
I want Carrie back.
I'd like to have Jesse. I'd like to have
Carrie spoiled us.
I'd like to have. Hell, I'd take Cozy Spoon at this point.
No
No,
Cozy Spoon,
no,
sorry.
sorry.
Cozy Spoon would actually be the worst thing to
Oh,
happen
God,
to the community
yeah,
right
oh,
now.
boy.
Because she was way too sarcastic and snarky with all of her remarks.
Oh yeah, she was.
With what's going on right now, she would just
Oh,
piss
my.
off every single person. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
We had fun with Cozy Spoon while she was here, but her
Yeah.
snarkiness and her sarcasm
Yeah,
would
she had
not
like a-
go over well with something
Good
serious.
point. Good point.
I mean,
We
if
just-
you remember, right?
Yeah, good point.
So here's the thing. We joke about the whale harder thing. I don't know how many of you guys remember kind of where this started.
Oh, she actually said it one
She
time.
actually said it in a forum post.
It was about.
There was somebody that
it
asked
was
about a rare
Ray-
character.
No, it was a rare ship.
It was a rare ship that was
it was
needed for
like-
squadrons.
Yeah.
And the question was, how are we going to fill these in territory battles when we don't even have anyone with a 7-star? And her response was literally
was-
find people that have it and put them into your guild.
Yes.
Or you can buy it yourself. Like, that was her response to somebody saying, well, these squadrons, these are really difficult, and this is a new ship. How am I going to fill this? Her response was basically whale harder or find a whale that whales harder.
Yeah.
And that's
but
where all of this
you got-
started.
At least you got communication, though.
Yeah,
We're not
That's
getting
true.
into
She was truthful.
At least she
Yeah.
answered, right? At least she answered you with some stuff, man. That's
What
the
a
real-
whale wants,
honesty over
what
the-
a whale
over- yeah,
needs.
over the buttercream, man. You know, any
Yeah.
night.
I mean, effectively
Bad.
now we're getting like polished turds and being told, and it's like a little kid, right? It's like a little kid that comes in and like tells
We
you,
didn't.
look at
We didn't
my-
even talk about ships, man. Did you guys do any of the ship battles?
Oh, those are
Oh,
awful.
yeah.
It's all awful,
Yeah.
Loki.
And pilots getting one hit KO, man.
Oh my
That's
god, it was brutal, dude.
I mean, I got some.
Hey, but at
seven-
least your 7-star Y-wing, you can put it in the platoons. That was awesome.
Yeah,
And you super need that ship too.
yeah, because if not, you will get creamed.
bro.
And a 7-star hyena, you need that thing in the platoon.
So
too.
I'm just, when I get my Relic 7 characters going Loki, and I'm still getting my ass handed to me in phase one.
Donate them. You can donate them to.
Yeah, I think I'll just donate and just call it a
feel
day.
feel like you gave for the community.
Yeah.
You gave-
All right.
you gave-
I think we need a commercial. We owe one to the community. I think
We also owe one to Pudding Tang too. Now,
Oh, we have
so.
two we want to do. So, well, let's
So
spin
Pudding
the wheel.
Tang, do you wish to have a spin of the wheel, or do you want to pick your commercial?
The
So you
wheel
can
of
do that. In the
fish.
mean time, we can play around the
Around the
world.
world. So let's meet ourselves and let's do this.
Reality Skewed Gamers has spent more than 1 year bringing you quality gaming entertainment and knowledge, and the RSG crew loves giving back to their fans. With the help of Brockfinity Productions, Reality Skewed Gamers wants to increase the cultural knowledge in addition to the gaming knowledge that their fans possess. So in a departure from the typical gaming information that they provide, we present to you a new segment for cultural growth, Around the World with RSG. Today, we'll explore the United States of America, an area known for its great landmarks such as the Statue of Liberty, the Seattle Space Needle, and of course the theme park that everyone loves, Disney World. Grande Patron will take you through the United States of America today. Grande, take it away.
The chicken is in the corner. I want to catch that damn thing. What do I have to catch with? You think if I threw a jacket over it?
And that concludes this episode of Around the World with RSG.
And there you go. Around the world with Grande Patron.
You played U.S. though, not France.
Oh, was it supposed to be France?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking the chicken because it's Grande's got the damn chicken on his head. So good enough.
You got totally distracted. All right. We'll do the France one as a bonus later.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right. Let's go ahead and Pudding Tang wants a spin of the wheel.
Oh, okay. Well, we need to spin the wheel. All right, here we go. Let's spin the wheel, and it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. Oh my God, guys, it's spinning. What's it gonna land on? Watch me Around the World USA. I'm like, God damn it! I just played that one. All right, we got. You're not gonna believe this. Around the World France.
Well, there we go. Now we can play it. There
All
we
right,
go.
well,
So
let's
instead of
play it now.
doubling
There
up
you go.
around the world France, we played USA for one. Now we'll do France for both.
Let's just do it now. So we got the France one. So here we go. Mute yourself.
Reality Skewed Gamers has spent more than 1 year bringing you quality gaming entertainment and knowledge, and the RSG crew loves giving back to their fans. With the help of Brockfinity Productions, Reality Skewed Gamers wants to increase the cultural knowledge in addition to the gaming knowledge that their fans possess. So in a departure from the typical gaming information that they provide, we present to you a new segment for cultural growth, Around the World with RSG. Today, we explore France, a country known for its great food, museums, and of course, the Eiffel Tower. Grande Patron will be your guide through France today. Grande, take it away. And that concludes this episode of Around the World with RSG.
There you go. Around the World France. Oh God, Grande's an idiot. All right. We now, Finn has left the building. We have a special RSG time with our own Capital Games employee who has come to the set of our stream. He has something to say, I think, and you know him, you love him. I'm just gonna introduce him and let him do his thing. The one, the only, CG Fedora Hat, who is currently muted right now, and we can't hear a word he's saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna keep it a little bit simple for everyone today.
Okay, so let me fix the
I'm
Zoom.
CG Fedora Hat.
Yeah, let me keep.
Oh, hold on.
Let me go.
Gotta...
Let me go. Yeah, let's go full Monty on the view here.
I am CG Fedora Hat.
Oh God.
What?
That's too much, man.
That's sexy.
You know what's sexy is we got a close up of Loki. Look at that put him. God damn it. That is
right. I am CG Fedora Hat. I have
Why do
heard
you sound
about
like
the
Kylo Ren all of a sudden, CG Fedora Hat?
CG Fedora Hat has a very deep voice.
No, you're copying Kylo Ren. That's not right.
No, he copied me.
Okay.
So I have heard about the issues going on with the game, and I am here to help resolve any of those issues.
I feel
I know
like
there are
Satan
several
is screaming
questions
at me
here.
right now.
So Ranger, I am willing to take any questions from the community.
Do we have questions somewhere I can ask the stuff from?
Yeah,
probably
you can
Nightbot.
Yeah,
Huh?
Nightbot. Yeah, you can do it on Nightbot, right? You might have questions on Nightbot.
Are we doing those in the Nightbot one, Finn? Or are we doing this as
Yeah, just find the ones directed towards CG Fedora Hat.
Oh, I thought we were doing this on Twitter. Okay, that's why I got confused.
All right, remember to ask your questions. Ask questions, CG Fedora Hat, if you would like to have CG Fedora Hat answer the question.
Hello, everyone. Once again, to anyone joining, I see Elliot Worsfold has a question.
Yeah,
I am CG Fedora Hat.
Are they doing question and then CG Fedora Hat? Or are they doing?
They're doing just search for question and they'll say like Fedora Hat.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we do really appreciate you coming on the program, and we definitely appreciate all of the the full PR push you guys are doing, since you guys did have a problem with
it is not a problem. I know my partners over at CG over there. They did a live Q&A. However, as you heard in a recent podcast, they don't have the tools to actually do it in any multimedia fashion, so they have to type it. It's difficult. We did get a second computer.
Oh, you did? Excellent. I was wondering about... Well, happy birthday and Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa to you guys with the new computer.
Very much. But it's still a difficult process because we have all of the other devs on that one computer typing their responses to the questions, as Crumb is on the other computer posting things on the forum and relaying the questions to the other developers through AOL Instant Messenger.
Did you guys get a Commodore 84 or an 8088?
No, we're well beyond that. We have a good relationship with Mac for one computer and HP for the other.
Apple IIc. I got it. I remember. You guys, that's right. You guys are on Apple products, Apple IIc or Apple IIe. That's so
All right,
excellent.
I've got the questions now, so enough of that nonsense. All right, so from Skywalker Vader, he's a Canadian, and he has a question. He says, for CG Fedora Hat question, does CG blame Canada for cancellation for TB, or is it more investigation needed? Thanks. Where is Canadian SWGOH player? Thanks.
No, so we don't blame Canada. I know that's a common fad. However, we don't blame Canada. In fact, Canada provides some of our best profit margins because we mess up the conversion rate and actually get more for the conversion rate than the US dollar. So we really appreciate our Canadian customers. The only time we've had a problem with Canada is when one of our AWS servers in Canada went down. And so a lot of people got the spinning circle of death. However, that really wasn't Canada's fault. That was more AWS. Just happened to be hosted in Toronto. It's a long story, but again, we don't blame Canada. We have learned from RSG that the proper way is to blame Finn.
Right. So the only thing we blame Canada for is Brian Adams and Terrence and Phillips. All right. Durgan has a question for you, Fedora Hat. He says,
"Oh, sorry, there was something in my throat." Feels better now.
Okay. Oh,
Are
okay.
we back to CG Fedora Hat or CG?
Yeah, I'm still
Jump?
CG Fedora Hat. Why
Okay.
would I not be?
Okay.
There's something in my throat. It made it sound all weird.
Yeah, it's called your ass. Durgan question from CG Fedora Hat. Who looks better wearing a pecker on their head, Grande or T-Money?
Well, I have to say, as
Why so
the CG has
serious?
previously had a relationship with the Game Changers, and we do love our Game Changers. And as you know, T-Money, as being part of Operation Metaverse, was a member of the Game Changer program. And so due to my now, my allegiance with the Game Changer program and everything, I have to go with Grande.
All right, so we have another question from the lovely Maz Kanata. Hi, Maz. Maz knows what's up. That's my girl.
Hello, Maz Kanata.
Maz Kanata says, question for CG Fedora Hat. Can you turn things around for the game at CG? I don't want the game to die. I love the community. Help us, CG Fedora Hat. You're our only hope.
You want us to turn it around? I thought you wanted the difficulty to go from right to left in Lightside GeoTB. Did you want it to be backwards? You wanted phase 1 to be more difficult than phase 4?
I'm just asking the questions here, man. It's your answer.
I'm not sure I understand. We wanted to make the difficulty go from higher from phase 1 to phase 4. And so we I don't want to turn that around. I'm not sure what else you want us to turn around. People are spending a lot on this game right now. We're making a lot of money. So I don't think we need to turn anything around here.
Okay. Dr. Feelgood says, question for CG Fedora Hat. Can you, oh God, can you give us an interpretive dance on the state of the galaxy? Thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, it depends on whose perspective you're looking at. From the perspective of CG, I will do my interpretive dance.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Darth Hideous, question for CG Fedora Hat. Do you feel inferior to Grande's chicken hat?
No. Why would I?
Fair
He's
enough.
basically turned himself into a cockhead. No,
He's
thank
a
you.
big cockhead. Pudding Tang 2, question for CJ Fedora Hat. Exactly how far up your asses is y'all's heads at CG? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being sniffing, 10 being so far you're tasting breakfast, where would you say it is?
I'm not sure how this information leaked, but let me clarify some of the rumors here.
Okay.
Our heads were not up our own asses. After the movie of Human Centipede, where we watched it one day at CG.
Hold on, Kyle!
We attempted.
I believe in you!
We attempted. Hold on.
All right. We attempted to replicate the human centipede. So our
Sure.
asses were not in our own asses. They were actually in the ass of the person in front of us.
Okay.
And if you're not sure the way that it works, I would recommend that you watch Human Centipede and please keep a bucket with you.
Okay. Make sure you eat the vanilla paste.
Yes, please no anchovies.
Gavin,
That's some bad
a
results.
cuttlefish? Gavin Mothma, question CG Fedora Hat. Have you ever started planning the rework for KAM? I'm sure his kit will be trash next Christmas when I unlock.
So yes, we actually have already started to look at the rework for Kiadi Mundi. If you didn't notice it, Crumb actually spilled the beans a little bit. Nobody had Kiadi Mundi, so we thought we were okay with it, but
Sure.
Crumb posted in a content update that we found an infinite loop with Kiadi Mundi.
Oh.
And so we were working on a change already as part of the rework to his kit, but Crom basically spilled the beans that we were already looking at his kit to try and finalize it, because what you
Well,
see in
these things
game
happen.
is not going to be the final once somebody gets it.
Oh,
And obviously,
sure.
since we now have a delay in Lightside Geonosis and territory battle, everyone is going to be more delayed.
Yeah, that's a good delay.
So we have more time to do the rework now.
Yeah, plenty of time now. Agnani has a question for you, Fedora Hat. He says, can you please discuss in depth your feeling about the art of the game?
So we have some great artists working at Capital Games. I think they spend a lot of time reviewing a lot of different artworks. I am not the correct person to do so. I have spent many an hour trying to draw Slave Leia, and it has not worked out well. And so I continue to research Slave Leia as much as possible in order to draw her correctly, but it's not working out yet. So I will keep you posted on my progress, but I would have to refer you to either CG Garrett or CG Raging Spaniard for the art.
Okay, from Snoochie Boochie's question for CG Fedora Hat: Do you like Julie Andrews?
Yes, I do like Julie Andrews. I'm also appreciative of the fact that RSG has managed to get Julie Andrews onto the show. I have followed Julie Andrews for a very long time, and I was very glad to hear her voice again.
Yeah.
It is a very angelic voice.
That's one way of looking at it. Clone Troop 211 question at CG Fedora Hat: shouldn't you be wearing Grande's pecker head hat since you are all a bunch of dicks at CG with this light side TB BS?
I believe that would have worked out better, sir, if you had used the word cocks instead of dicks. Just a quick reference on your question.
For clarification.
No, I am a CG Fedora Hat.
Okay.
I am not CG Chicken Hat.
Okay. Yuta question for you. It says, how close are you for finding a cure for LITPH? It's a big question in the community right now.
That was all part of the Mace rework. However, we had to scrap that. So currently, LITPH is still an ongoing problem.
Oh, no. All right. Helenix, question for CG Fedora Hat. With all the issues facing last-side GeoTB and constantly broken game features, what's your favorite Star Wars Galaxy Hero character design? From an artistic perspective, of course.
I'm enjoying this. Okay, so my favorite art is actually going to be Count Dooku. The way he glides back and forth across the screen, I think is very majestic. It reminds me of an ice skater, and I am a big fan of ice skating. And when in doubt at CG, we always ask the major question that everyone should: what would Brian Boitano do?
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Grande Pichon, question for Fedora Hat. Did the game just mess up itself? Like, did TV just mess up itself? Kind of like Epstein hung himself?
Well, I said it last
Lord,
time.
Grande!
Well, I said it before last time. I don't believe Epstein killed himself.
That's true. You did say that.
Said, I also don't think that TV messed itself up. I do take full responsibility that CG did mess this up, and we are working on the fix. However, if you remember at my last appearance here, I did mention that we beta tested it, and we did find multiple errors. This was one of those errors. However, you will remember the caveat that I said, please do not expect us to be able to fix them.
Okay.
I'm not sure that at the next release, this issue will be fixed. However, we will have looked at it and maybe changed a number here or there in the code, but please expect this issue to return and another closeout of the life.
Okay. Oh, good to know. Kashmir asks a question, says, CG Fedora Hat, artistically, who is your favorite character? I think you already said Count Dooku, so we kind of answered that one.
No, that was for Geonosis only.
Oh, okay. Well, is there one you prefer overall?
Yes, my favorite one overall, I would have to say, is Ewok Scout.
Okay, very good.
He's the smoothest of all the teddy bears.
That's true. Grim says, any plans on putting Baby Yoda in the game? If so, how much will it cost players to 7-star him? P.S. Say hi to CG Finity for me.
Finity is not a CG employee. I don't know where.
I have conflicting information about that.
Get that. Yeah, they're wrong. Now we have tried to acquire Brock Finity. We've tried to acquire Brock
you
Finity.
guys
However,
can't
Brock
afford Brock
Finity has
Finity.
not
Yeah,
yet
he's-
accepted our offer.
Yeah, he's out of your league, guys. So don't even try.
Yeah, I know. We're still trying though, because Brock Finity would be really good for PR, but he's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
available.
He's not gonna accept it. So
Okay, so as for can you repeat the original question here?
Baby Yoda in the game. How much will it cost?
So Baby Yoda is not expected in the game at this time. Like most of the content, we wait about a year and a half to see how the show really takes off. It looks like Mandalorian is doing pretty well.
It's doing pretty good.
So we will work on Mandalorian content. We will probably release Baby Yoda, I would say in about 2 years. We're adding him to the roadmap now.
But won't he be Kid
his
Yoda
cost-
by then?
What was that?
But won't he be Kid Yoda by then?
No, it'll still be Baby Yoda, just like you have multiple different versions of Vader, even though the current version of Vader is dead. So we're gonna add Baby Yoda into the game, and Baby Yoda will be
Spoilers.
entering into the game at level 100, which at the time
Level
would be
100.
the level cap at the
Wow,
time.
that's
We
some
will
hot
have
news
a
right there.
hyperdrive bundle pack that will get
Okay.
you to level 100 and also to relic 10, and we will also provide some, which we're not doing now, but we're gonna. I've had this discussion, and I know that we'll be offering mods in the hyperdrive bundle in the future. There will be some mods. Since we're here and the RSG viewers are here, I'll give you some inside information. About 1 week after we release the Baby Yoda pack, we will be increasing the level from 100 to 150, rendering your Baby Yoda obsolete.
Okay.
So you can purchase your Baby Yoda as you.
Okay. From Clone Troop to 11, what would you recommend me spending this 1 credit on? I just got rewarded for Lightside TV.
I would recommend hoarding, because that's what we do with everything in the game.
Well, I mean, it's 1 credit. I mean, a credit saved is a credit earned. Nightmare question for CJ Fedora Hat. Was releasing new content to drop while no one is in the office working planned? If so, do you regret that decision?
No, it's the way we plan things. That's also why we release things on Fridays.
Okay. Stoner Jedi says, CG Fedora Hat, does CG hate Bulldog? Thanks, Archie.
No, we do not hate Bulldog. We just merely wish to censor him into oblivion and not on YouTube anymore.
Okay.
And you kind of like Chihuahuas better, right?
We're interviewing Fedora Hat. You be quiet, Grande. Speaking of Dickhole Grande, question for CJ Fedora Hat from Dickhole Grande. Can you give us your reflections about the fart in the game, since you cannot speak about the art in the game?
I'm assuming by fart in the game you refer to Gas, who is General Anakin Skywalker. And I think General Anakin Skywalker provides us a good idea of the difficulty that you guys are going to have on all of the upcoming events, including marquee events. So I would recommend that everyone start relicking up at least some characters in order to complete marquee events in the future.
Okay. And the last one that I'm going to throw your way, CG Fedora Hat, is from Dartsign 1972. It says, CG Fedora Hat, why does your voice sound like watching the movie Real Genius? Stop playing with yourself. It is God.
You have befuddled CG Fedora Hat.
All right, that's all the questions I'm doing, man. God dang.
You sure? I see several more questions.
I don't care. I'm not doing every goddamn question for CG Fedora Hat.
We don't really have anything else. I don't think you guys have much else to cover.
Hey, we're in charge here, Fedora Hat.
Yeah. Who do you think you are, Fedora Hat? You're not even Kyber, bitch.
Are you sure you want to toss that way to me, Ranger?
Yeah,
How much
I
longer
am.
do you want to continually get defense on your mod, sir?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, gee. What's going to change from where it's currently now, dumbass?
Who do you think said it that way?
Oh, I'm sure you did because you have a
Rant
small-
again, sir. Please rant again.
Oh, I will.
CG Fedora Hat speaks in the third person.
Don't agree. I feel like one of those drug commercials. Do not take CG Fedora Hat if you are carrying a child. CG Fedora Hat will molest you if you take it in the morning.
take CG Fedora Hat if you are underweight, overweight, or average weight. Do not take CG Fedora Hat.
Cashmere, question for CG Fedora Hat. How many times have you restarted your account? I asked to gauge how much of an endgame player you are.
And the last time I was here, I had reset my account 7 times in the previous 2 weeks. It's been another 2 weeks. I have unfortunately been kind of busy lately, so I've only restarted my account 5 times in the last 2 weeks. So that would be 12 times in the last week.
All right. Ouchie girl, question for CG Fedora Hat. Is the game sentient and trying to sabotage your lovely, innocent, hardworking game devs?
No, the game is not sentient. We control it with AI that we constantly manipulate.
Fedora, I can't let you do that.
No.
Snoochie.
CG, no. The game is controlled by CG. We do have a special computer monitoring the accounts of particular people. We do see certain people trying the rule of 3 for farming, for example.
Sure.
When we see that they do it excessively, we change that number to 5 on their account, and they suddenly see a bunch of 0 out of 3s. So no, it is not sentient. It is being controlled by CG in the back.
Okay. Snoochie Poochie says, question, CG Fedora Hat. If beta testing is not working, have you tried master beta testing?
Yes, we have. We sit around in a circle to do it. And
I knew this was going to happen.
I don't understand.
Jesus.
So we sit around in a circle and we master beta test the game. And unfortunately, it still sometimes does not come out the way that we want it to. And so we have to then go out into the public and do it anyway.
All right, Fourth Akagi says, question for Fedora Hat. Can you confirm that RSG are secretly game changers? Don't go down the game changers are dead route, because there's the Galactic War Report that is still going strong too.
So Galactic War Report are not game changers. They are, however, what we consider confidants for whatever it's worth. But that's a local CG policy. We don't talk about this too much because EA might get upset with us, as they wanted us to close down the Game Changer program for EA because they were actually doing negative publicity for us.
All right. Kashmir, CG Fedora Hat. Are you the voice of Kylo Ren like Darth Vader was voiced by someone else?
I was simply the inspiration for it. I am not the voice for it.
All right. Stoner Jedi, CG Fedora Hat. When can we expect your next RSG appearance?
Whenever the next thing breaks.
So tomorrow.
Probably.
And that was the last question for CG Fedora Hat.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Storm Rider 59. CG Fedora's Hat accomplice. CG Circle Jerk could not be reached for comments.
When we are in our circle for master beta testing, yes, we cannot be reached.
Oh, Lordy. All right, that's all the questions for CG Fedora Hat. His time is up. Oh, God. Could not be reached for a question. Loki had to leave because he just couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the.
He's like, peace out, dude.
Like, no.
We just get a chair stream from Loki on this. So he's like, oh, are y'all done? I was making dinner.
All right.
I was making dinner. Damn.
I knew it, dude. I knew it.
All right.
What are you making for dinner, Loki?
No, don't. Okay, the bit's over, Finn. Knock it off. Okay.
What does it sound like when you do Julie Andrews through that?
Oh God, we have to do the shout-outs to him.
I don't do Julie Andrews.
All right, can we bring Finn back?
Okay, Finity. Can we see Finity again?
Can we see Finity again?
Okay, so I'm done with questions here.
Yeah, we're
done with questions for CG Fedora Hat.
Well, thank you to all of the RSG viewers. I appreciate all of your questions. I hope that I can return here. And thank you very much for RSG for being gracious hosts. You handle these interviews very professionally. I feel like they were very nice questions. And I hope I gave the responses that everyone was looking.
You did excellent. We appreciate it. See you again soon.
All right. And that was CG Fedora Hat, aka the Master Beta Tester. So
Human centipede lead.
Hold on, Kyle. I believe in you. Best episodes ever. All right. Oh, look, Infinity. Infinity, you just missed CG Fedora.
Oh, yeah, I know. I had a work call that I had to go
Wait
on.
a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone just a second here. You sound kind of like CG Fedora Hat there, Phil.
Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. I was trying to pretend that was Baby Yoda, and the frog didn't go all the way down.
Okay, well, that didn't work. So, I mean, even though Baby Yoda...
You know, you didn't used to have these problems until before you
weird.
started doing Julie Andrews.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, I know.
It's strange.
It also didn't help to be crumbed this morning either.
Yeah.
Or this afternoon.
Stop your bitching, man. I did like 8 voices. You did 1.
I know, but staying that high for that long, it hurts.
All right, Finn, we've got the shout-outs, and people are begging for Julie Andrews. Can we get some Julie Andrews love for
They're
the shout-outs?
begging for Julie Andrews.
They won't stop messaging me, man. Seriously, just do some Julie Andrews.
Okay, so I will do Julie Andrews shout-out for the patrons, YouTube, and Twitch subscribers.
That's fine.
Then we can go to a commercial, and then I'll get the list ready for Grande for the...
We have to have Grande do the regular reading.
We'll do the Grande, have the regular ones.
For the 16, right? They got to put 16 in
Yeah,
chat.
so I had to grab that list, so...
All right.
Hold on here. I need to grab the YouTube list and copy over for some reason. Give me 1 second here. Actually, we had 2 commercials that were for donations, right?
Yeah, I already played them. So
yeah. So do we want to do? Let's do one commercial now. That'll get me time to get the YouTube list.
Okay, I'll do it. You know what? I think
we can do another one after.
I know what's perfect. We need to watch right now. So everybody mute, and I'll play it.
Have you been playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and felt like this lately? Or how about this?
Oh my goodness. There's no way. It's freaking no way, guys.
Currently, many in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes are suffering from DRDS, Darth Revan Depression Syndrome. How do you know if you have it? Do you have bad mods? Do you feel like you just can't beat those Darth Revans? Do you feel like banging your head against the wall every time you play? Well, we have the solution for you. Introducing the breakthrough new drug for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Drevinex, a new medication created by Dr. Brock Finity. When I was first asked to research a new drug for DRDS, I first said, fuck it. I mean, it's a game. If you're frustrated, then just quit. But then I saw the player base and realized they're all just addicts. They can't break away from the game, and they sit and they struggle and they can't help themselves. DRDS is real, and it has affected me personally. My son used to be healthy and happy. Then Darth Revan happened, and he couldn't get him. Now he is sad, he lost weight, he can't eat. I mean, look at him. He's so small now, all because of DRDS. I had to do something. That's when I created Drevinex. Drevinex helps you get all the Darth Revan and Malak angst out of your life. Using simple chemistry and hundreds of thousands of dollars of other people's money, I found a way to make people less depressed with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So when you feel depressed or upset, all you have to take is 1 dose of Drevinex, and you will feel calm and cool instantly. And Drevinex comes in 3 doses. The I can't get rank 1 tablet, how the hell did 50 people on my shard get Malak chewable, and on those really bad days, the why the f would CG introduce this OP character into the game at all peanut butter cup. So don't let your gameplay look like this. Try new Drevinex and get yourself into a happy place. Side effects may include anxiety, diarrhea, constipation, fingers falling off, ulcers, obesity, tender nipples, runny nose, headaches, migraines, urges to stick dimes in your ears, specifically dimes, not sure why, but it was definitely specifically dimes, or this may have just been an issue with Jerry during testing, frequent urination, hairy palms, hairy feet, hairy foreheads, and using your cell phone in inappropriate places like bathrooms, funerals, and other people's dressing rooms. So get Drevinex today.
And there we go, some Drevinex for everybody, because why not? Take some prescribed medication to get you past your depression with everything. I know Loki takes Drevinex, and he's just fine. See, thumbs up. He's happy, he's calm, he's collected. All right, we have another guest appearance from the wonderful Julie Andrews. If you don't never heard of Julie Andrews, she's the one. She did Mary Poppins. She did Camelot. She did The Sound of Music. I mean, her accolades know no bounds, and we are honored to have her tonight reading all the names of all of our VIPs and shout-outs. It's truly a pleasure. It's a treat. It's a wonderful gift for the holidays. So with that, I give you Julie Andrews and all our VIP shout-outs.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, she's having a moment.
Julie, are you ready?
Okay.
What? You sure? Okay. So she's a little camera shy.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
So I'm gonna turn this off because she needs to get close to the microphone.
Oh, well, that's understandable. But, I mean, I don't know why she's camera shy. She's been in a buttload of movies and musicals.
I know, but now she's in a ghost form, and it's all.
No, I think she's still alive, Finn.
No, she's. It's RSG and pickle time.
Oh, wait.
and pickle time,
CBO 97
RSG
just
and pickle
subscribed.
time. Thank you, CBO. All right.
So 2 months.
He subscribed on what? Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch resubbed for 2 months. Thank you, my
He
friend.
did. Okay, let me see if he's on the list so I can add him here for Julie. He's not, so let me add him onto the list here because he got it in just in time, and I will add him just for to get it here. Okay, so there we go. I added CBO 97.
I just want to let you know that Julie Andrews also is part of the Kyber Club.
And she is still alive, by the way.
Not this Julie Andrews.
She's 84 years old.
She's projecting her spirit. Okay, I get what you're
No,
saying.
not this Julie Andrews. No.
Yeah, this is another Julie. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is the other Julie Andrews. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
I am the Bollywood version of Julie Andrews. Alright, let me start with all of the Patreon shoutouts first. We are going to start with Alux12, B Masu, CBO 97, Chaos 13, Chopper BC, Commander Skywalker, Contingent 33, Darth Teflon, Darth Bob exclamation point, Devil's Treasure, Dobby, Doc Rabbit, Dr. Feelgood. I don't know why you also become a doc. Then we can have it back to back with Doc Feelgood and Doc Ravage. It makes it very confusing to have a doc and then a doctor. They're both doctors. Just call yourself either doctor or doc. It's very confusing. DSP, fling monkey poo. If you're not a monkey, please do not fling your poo. Guzza Buzza, Hogzilla, Hennessy, that's a good alcohol right there. Right? Xbox Bombs, Jesa BM, JT Tip. Oh wait, it is JT Tipper, Just a Bum, Lesson, Kashmir, Maskanata, Minato Namikaze, Mani Code 72, Mas Mike, ND Fox, Night War, Ouchie Dumpling. We've had this talk before. The dumpling should not be ouchie. It should be tasty or sweet or sour. There's no ouchie dumpling. There's no point for an ouchie dumpling. Dumpling should not be ouchie. We got Posse, Ray Rock, River Boy 12, Rose Taco. I don't think roses are edible. Why would you put a rose in a taco? Revenator, Saintly Red, Shadow Veil, Sith Lord, Slash Van Rhodes, Spaceman Tim. Thank you very much for your space conquering. Spider, Strum, Suicide Squad. That is a good movie. We don't have a Bollywood version of it yet, but at some point I think we're going to have it. And I don't know what we're going to call it, but I think it's going to take place in Bombay. Teals, Walter Arnold, and Utah. Grande, it is Utah, not Utah.
Ooh, the damage.
All right, now it is time subscribers. We have Big Country Max, B Masumoto, CBO97, Damn Crack, Dr. Feelgood. Okay, at least he is consistent. He is Dr. Feelgood in the Patreon. He is Dr. Feelgood in the Twitch. I don't know what's going on with this Doc Ravage. I still don't know. We can go back to Dr. Ravage, please.
Oh, God.
And that's it's worse timing because right after it is Dr. Gonzo Wallbanger with their DR. Why can't they be consistent with how they're doctors? I'm Indian. There's doctors all in my family. They all put DR, and here you are with Dr. Doc, DR. Just make it consistent, people.
All right, stay on point, Julie Andrews.
I am sorry. This
I know, I got you upset.
F the streaming. Grande Patrol. Oh, that's Grande here.
Hello.
Hi, Grande.
Hello.
Hogzilla, JC Dav 2, Herito 27, The Lesson Rock, Kitty Ota, Maskanata, Ouchie, Pixel by Pixel Studios, Samely Red, Slash Fan Rhodes, Strum 72, Tears the Smurf. Why is Tears a Smurf?
Don't ask.
I've seen Tears. He is not blue.
No, he sure isn't.
And the Amped Up Gamer. And congratulations to Amped Up Gamer. I saw this morning on the Marble stream. He is the current champion.
He's very good with his balls.
Well, like some of us all. I mean, it's natural sometimes.
Jesus Christ.
All right, and now for the YouTube members, we have
more.
Shadow Whale, Gaza Buzza, Steve Nichols, Dino, Mark, Gaza, David McKinley, Youngin, T Money. Oh, I like that T Money. She sometimes wears crazy hats. Crazier than Grande.
That's true.
I saw her with ears the other day. I don't know where she has 4 ears.
Well, she's
Grande has feet on his head and she has 4 ears. It's very strange people playing this game.
She's Canadian. Don't hold it against her.
Okay. I'm the Dad. Dr. Feelgood. Sean Ragnar the Red Kelly. Clone Troop 211. FCME 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Maskanata. What L 73. Jason Hummel. Tras Revan. B Masu. Dexatronic. SWGOH Gretchen. My. Jacob Baxter. Oh, look, another female on the stream. Hi, Peach McVenom.
There she is.
It is Peach McVenom, people. Let us say hi to Peach McVenom.
Oh, there she is.
How are you doing today?
We're talking. We're talking Infinity's match on Match.com.
Is that chai in your cup?
All right, I've checked in. I should probably go.
Well, thank you for dropping by and thank you come again. Okay, let us go to the next one. Contingent 33. John Moran, Bad Rongo, Devil's Treasure, Revenator, Slash Van Rhodes, Teals, and Sandy Red. That is all of the shoutouts.
Still making quality content, I see.
Yeah. Have you met Julie Andrews before, McVenom? You know who Julie Andrews is, right?
Yeah,
they brought me here all the way from Bollywood in order to do this. I don't know why I'm here.
I do like Bollywood films, though.
Me too. There's so much good dancing.
I love Bollywood films. It's like my secret obsession. Not even secret.
Your response, Julie Andrews.
Of course, Bollywood is great. I'm in those movies.
Oh my god, Loki! You allow this stuff to happen when I'm not here? What is going
It's
on?
the best, McVenom. What are you talking about? This is gold, man.
What you eating there?
Oh.
hot
What is
chocolate
that?
with
Ooh, it's hot
marshmallows.
chocolate with
Like
marshmallows.
this is
That
the
looks
first time
yummy.
I've gotten to like sit down and chill, and I was like, I'm gonna
See you
just
later,
prop
Julie
the
Andrews.
TV up.
We're talking to tits now.
Yeah. You're talking
I'm
to
gonna
another
prop-
famous woman in the US of A there, Julie Andrews.
That is okay. I'm going to take a cue from Tis McVenom and have some chai and samosa. So I am going to leave now, and I will talk to you all later.
All right,
Bye.
Julie Andrews.
All
Thanks
right,
for
bye-bye,
hanging out with us.
Julie.
Y'all are ridiculous.
This is the dumbest shit any.
Ridiculous.
He's getting really good at that impression.
Oh,
now.
he really is. Oh my god. It's
Sorry,
like-
she had to go.
well, these things happen.
She was a little
Also
camera shy.
t-shirts.
And
Oh,
it gets
sure.
better,
Science
McVenom,
mostly.
because you're just in time for the reading of Grande Patron.
Yeah, you are.
Talk about perfect timing.
All right, let's do
Find
it.
a way
Get
to
that,
do it.
get that
Are you
lip
reading?
balm on. I know you got to prepare yourself.
Carmex.
Carmex.
Yeah.
Get that
Prepare myself
Carmex
with my
on. There you go.
Carmex.
Yeah, get your Carmex ready.
We need do you want to play a commercial,
I'm
Ranger,
trying
and
to
I'll get
find
everything
it.
together?
Yeah. Let me play another commercial, and then we will we'll get going.
Are you sick of having to go to the bathroom all the time? Would you prefer just hanging out with your friends instead of having to say this?
I've literally peed my pants, so I will be right back.
Then do we have the solution for you. Introducing the new Wells Fargo brand adult diaperoos with Star Wars theme. It'll be your first and last choice in adult diapers. Watch as we pour this glass of liquid into the diaper. As the diaper gets full, you'll see that the Luke changes to a Jar Jar. And when you see that Jar Jar, it's time to throw away that crap. So don't let this happen to you ever again.
I just wanted to say, too, that I peed my pants a little bit.
So get yourself some Wells Fargo brand adult diaperoos. We don't just make loans anymore, we take your deposits. Now also available in SpongeBob SquarePants and Hello Kitty themes. Not sold at any respectable retailer.
There you go, some adult diaperoos for you, Ranger J 1999 style. When you just got to get that gaming in, let me tell you. All right, Grande, are you prepared for the reading?
Yeah, there's a lot today.
Yeah, so if you're
Hey.
not familiar with what's going on here, Grande Patron, who's pretty much the idiot savant of RSG, he can say the most profound, prophetic things in your life that will change it. And he can also say the dumbest shit humanly possible to make you think he is mentally damaged. So, in one sense, he can talk about dark matter. In the other sense, he doesn't even know what dark is. So, with that, we allow him to read because he sucks at it. And so we let McVenom, the teacher extraordinaire, the nurse of all nurses, grade him in his attempt to read.
Okay, what are you reading? You're reading some SWGOH stuff?
No, he's reading the
Some
shout-outs.
names.
The names.
Shout-out
okay.
names.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is that in our stuff?
Yeah, it's
Finn
Finn
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you ready?
So, open up Discord here.
Finn's McVenom's getting ready. She's preparing.
Can I give a special shout out to B Masu?
Yes.
My sweet, sweet love B Masu. His birthday was yesterday.
Was it? I didn't know that. Bimatsu, happy birthday, buddy. Why didn't you say something, dickhole?
I didn't even realize it until I got on Facebook today, and I was like, holy.
Bimatsu, you know you
Happy
would have shouted
birthday.
out, happy birthday, Bimatsu. A
Yeah.
4-year fan. We love you, Bimatsu,
Yeah.
and your spam goodness. So yeah.
Julie! Julie, it's Bimasu's birthday.
Oh, wait.
Happy
What?
birthday, Bimasu!
What in the?
What?
I'm sure he's gonna be thrilled.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I'll shout you out, Teals. I see.
I mean,
Trez,
we're
I
doing
see you there.
Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Trez. I see your little wave.
Okay.
We'll shout you out anyway, buddy.
Oh man, this is.
Are we
a
ready?
long-
Are we ready to start?
Okay.
Yeah, here
Do
we
it.
go. Yeah,
Do
this is an epic one right here. Grande,
All right, here.
Grande versus the list, part 1. Go,
Mm-hmm.
Grande.
Grande versus the list. Okay. App Ringo. Ask him out.
Nope.
Immediately.
Bad Rongo. Bone Jones.
I think it's Asuka, right?
No, it's Asuka.
I just said Asuka.
It is not Asuka.
It is.
I just said it.
She'll correct in the chat, but it's pronounced Asuka.
I just
I'm like 99% sure it's
Ranger,
pronounced
you had
Asuka.
me there. It looks Asuka, doesn't it?
No, it does.
No,
It does.
for me, it's just meow meow.
But no, it does look like Asuka, but I think when you like the actual way.
Okay, so
it goes
I'll
in
give you a
Japanese, it's
point for
Okay.
for getting that one right when I got it wrong. Go ahead.
Bone
Go ahead.
Jones. Briaris Aragon.
No.
Every time, Grande. Every single time.
Every goddamn time. This is ridiculous.
There's not even an R in that either. There's
Yeah, we say that same thing every single time too. It's like the same comment.
We owe
every
that guy
single
like
time.
30 roster reviews now, man. What is wrong with you?
Briaris
No!
No, there's no R in it. Stop doing the R. You're not a pirate.
Agigo.
Arr, there be a Briar Aegon there.
CBO.
There's a R.
CBO 97. Chewy.
CBO.
Claude Troop 211. Conrad. Eeyore Glover. Contingent 33. D Perks. Darth Scion 1972. Darth Hideous. Denny Kane. Devil's Treasure. Dr. Feelgood. Dr. Gonzo H. Gavin Mothma. Gino. Good old Maurice. Grande Patron. Grim. Helen X. Jason Hobby. Jason Krulik. John Moran. Kashmir. Kazakagi Too Easy. Martin Kovela, I guess is how you'd say that.
Good.
Maz Kanata, Mosdef Isley, Ray Rock, Raza 972, Revenator, Rose Taco, Shadow Val, Silverbolt, Skywalker Vader, Stamma, or Stamma, Salama CMC. Sorry, Slash Fan Rhodes, Snoochie, Moochies, I guess.
There's no M. No M at all. No M.
Snoochie Boochies.
R. I thought you'd be adding an R and call them Snoochie Broochies.
Storm Rider 59, Sword of the Jedi.
Sword.
Takedown Games, Takedown, The Honkler, Torrin Jax, Ugnaughty, Walter Arnold, what else? 73, Who, Wolfell, Utah, and DJ. How do I pronounce that?
Sword.
It is Sword of the Jedi. I just like saying Sword.
Sword my ass.
I honestly, you weren't terrible on
You're
that.
pretty good on a lot
and
of
you
those.
did get the one that I would have pronounced wrong, the Asuka.
Yeah.
You got that one right. So I would say a C plus.
I literally.
I don't know where the M came from.
Briaris just needs to change his last name to Aragon.
Briaris Aegon.
Yeah, Briaris.
Arr, Grande. There be no Briaris Aegon.
R. I'd be agreeing with Grande. That name needs more R.
It's more like a way the pirate.
There's R regard.
And then you did say Snoochie Boomchies or something like that.
He said Moochie.
He said the Moochies. R.
I did. I said
Snoochie Moochies.
He went also Sean Connery there. I'll take swords for 200, Trebek.
Swords.
It's S words. Popeye is one of these. Saber. No. It began with a bloody S. Oh, Jesus. I don't know much more if I can take of this shit. Jesus. All right. Finn. Oh, Finn, where are we now there, buddy?
Sorry, Julie Andrews had a problem. I'm back. What's up?
Briaris here, Argon.
Briaris loves it,
Argon.
man.
No, he doesn't.
He says it. LOL. Aragon.
Yeah, because he has like a roster review for the rest of his friggin' life.
I know, right? You ain't doing it. What are you laughing at, chump change?
I know. Every time his roster review's coming up, you ain't gonna be there.
That's like Ron is a Blue Falcon, a Bravo Foxtrot, a Buddy
Hey,
Fudger.
Renzo.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, Renzo. All right. Where are we at now, Finn?
I think we're ready for questions.
Question time.
What about Twitter?
We already did the as part of the CG Fedora.
There's no Twitter questions because we did the interview with CG Fedora Hat.
Oh, I got you.
Mm-hmm. So they got to ask as many questions as they wanted.
They did. You missed it there,
Did
McVenom. We had a CG Fedora Hat here sighting tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we sure did. And you didn't see us do the live dev Q&A today as well. We had all your favorites and some new ones too.
Blue Falcon. I know, Trez. only certain people know what that means.
You know what it means.
All right, so make sure that you guys, if you guys have questions,
something that I
start it out
don't
with
need
the
to
word.
Google?
It's a military thing.
It is
Like-
a military thing, but don't Google Blue
Yeah.
Falcon.
So if you guys have
I'm
questions,
not.
remember
Don't worry,
to
I'll
put in
learn
your
my
questions
lesson
with
with
the
you
word
guys.
question at the beginning. And so Nightbot will pick it up, and we'll go ahead and start going through questions here.
Let's do it.
Ranger, you want me to get Nightbot going?
Yeah, if you could. I'm on like the Fedora shit, so if you want to just get the other
Okay,
questions.
so I'll ignore the CG Fedora.
All
Hat
the CG Fedora stuff, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. So first question is from, let's see, Skywalker Vader.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a CG Fedora Hat question. Okay. Question: will
Not
any
so
events
easy,
in
is
the
it?
future be released without events ending in bugs or rework Cup CG?
Cup, I pray never. And the other part of your question,
I mean, honestly, the answer is no. They have not put
The
any
answer is
value
42.
into beta testing, which means we are literally the beta testers. There's necessarily not anything wrong with that as long as the community knows it. And to what Grande was saying earlier, they just need to be upfront about it and say, we're releasing this content. It's basically in beta. We want you guys to do it. You'll get rewards and something as a result of it, but test it, try to break it. We're doing this live and just take it from there. Set the expectations rather than players just assuming the worst.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
That's science.
You guys just need to be ready for the Boca.
Oh my God.
What?
You guys just need to be ready for Boca pretty much all the time.
For Boca?
It's another military term.
Don't ask.
I need to ask, what the hell is Boca?
Bend over. Here it comes again.
Bohica.
That doesn't spell Boca.
It's Bohica.
B-O-H-C-A.
Yeah, Bohica. Bend over. Here it comes again.
You can skip the I and go B-O-H-C-A and then it's Boca. But, yeah.
Just think that all the time.
Wow. You said Boca, and since I'm in Florida, I thought, are you telling us to
That's what
retire?
Oh, sorry.
I was thinking of Seinfeld, Del Boca Vista.
Yeah, which is like the whole area is like 45 minutes away from me. So
Next question.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah. So Grande comes up with an acronym and gets it wrong. That's where we are right now.
Oh, you didn't say
Like people in
Fubar.
chat are like, it's not Boca, it's Bohica.
Fubar's another one.
I mean,
Grande, do me a favor. Just walk around like this.
Or Fubu.
all right,
Snap.
next question here.
Oh, we just got a donation from Nancy Long to donate $25 to the Tiltify campaign. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Nancy.
much, Nancy.
You are amazing. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the next question.
Let me see what we got the donation for, by the way.
Yeah, well, you can check that too.
And Nancy donated extra. Nancy donated $25 to the wristband.
Yay, very nice.
Awesome.
Oh, she donated to get both the 2019 and the 2020 wristband.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much,
you.
Nancy. Really appreciate it. All right. Let us get to the next question here. It is Wolfell. The real question is what is your favorite art style or artist? And Bob Ross is not eligible. That ruins mine.
I can't answer.
Walt Disney.
Yeah.
I am a big
we
fan
missed
of
the
like the
donation
original...
for Minato. What did he say? Let me go back and look.
Oh yeah, well
he did. Sorry,
we
we
read
missed it. Fourth Akagi donated $2. Sorry, I missed it there. Fourth Akagi. My apologies. Says, why isn't the extremely pretty lady on the stream? She's here.
Right there.
I think they're talking about. I think he's talking about
He's talking
Julie.
about Ouchie.
Oh, he's about
Talking
Ouchie.
about
Okay.
Julie. Oh, Ouchie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about Ouchie when he says that.
Oh,
And Ouchie is welcome on the
pretty
stream.
lady.
She knows. Yeah, they're all
She's
pretty
an
ladies.
extremely pretty lady.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
Julie Andrews is a little bit shy. I can get her to talk again, but I don't
Not
think
an
she's
attractive
going to.
woman here.
I mean, yeah, I can't talk about her. Look, you
Let's
have to
just
judge for
continue
yourself.
on. Yeah, let's not get into
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Next question is, well, nobody answered the art style. What's everyone's favorite art style?
this. Art Nouveau.
Silverbolt.
Grim has a good answer. Everyone's favorite artist
Well,
is
that's too
Silverbolt.
obvious. I always.
Oh,
say
so here's
Silverbolt.
another reason why he becomes our favorite. Silverbolt is, once again, we're figuring out the exact way, but Silverbolt is donating avatars to the campaign.
Oh wow, very nice.
I just,
Cool.
but honestly, his style, that kind of not cartoonishy, but kind of cartoonishy style, I love that. Like
Yeah.
in Borderlands 2 and stuff, I love that comic style
Yeah,
of art.
it's
Yeah.
I think
really
it's just
amazing.
really rad. I love it. So
Yeah, we do love us some Silverbolt here. All right.
All right, next question from Grim. Question, remind me why we play this game again.
It's called Addiction. We're chasing the dragon. Next question.
I actually have fun with it. If you're not always worried about being at the
I play
finish
for
line
Kyber.
every time new content comes out, you can have fun with the content.
I play for Kyber and a Kyber only.
or you can be like 60 days clean, 90 days clean, like me.
We're glad you started taking showers again,
Yeah, that's right.
McVenom.
I am so squeaky clean
It's
now.
unbelievable. But she's not Kyber anymore. I'm so disappointed. All right.
All right. Next question.
See, I was naughty, but now I'm nice.
All right. Kazekage too easy. Question. Will the siege of CG headquarters begin? Squirrel Squad is ready, Ranger.
I will give orders when ready. Just be in preparation.
Okay. Let's see. Apparingo. It's up to you if you want to answer this, Loki. From Apparingo, question for Loki. What are your thoughts about the TI Warrior situation? Sorry if you already shared and I missed it.
No, I haven't shared anything. I don't know. I wasn't a part of it. I thought they squashed it on Reddit. So,
there you go.
I don't know what else I need to know. So,
Honey Badger don't care.
Yeah.
Honey Badger don't give.
You don't give a damn.
We don't care about it.
No. Yeah. TI talked about it on the Reddit. Warrior talked about it in his videos. You kind of got the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm taking
Bone
orders.
Jones
Sorry.
159. Question. If our good characters are getting crushed, why would CG think we would gear up crappy characters?
Because we're idiots.
Actually, people geared up the crappy characters thinking it wouldn't be this hard beforehand.
And
poor
they
Asuka.
was wrong.
You know, we were talking in the chat about people that geared up
I know about
Arc
Meow
Trooper,
Meow.
right? And poor Asuka, she wrote in the chat like she also geared up Cody and
Yeah, I know about
and
Meow
Clone
Meow. She-
Trooper.
I geared up
Clone Trooper.
Cody. I took last night at midnight. I took Cody to G13. And I'm like, sweet, I made it just in time. And then I'm like,
I
it's not
did
even
it. I
open.
did a good job. I
It's
found
not even open, man.
Took it
not
in the
even
poop.
open,
Took it in the
man,
poop.
man.
All right, next.
Not even open mine.
That's okay. Don't worry about
Did
it.
you hear that?
Mhm.
I have to pick. I have to make fun of Grande's voice because he makes fun of mine all the time.
You know, if you start that, you know what Grande is going to do. Why do you do that?
Revenge.
It's not revenge because Grande doesn't get mad at McVenom for doing it, but as
I
soon
don't
as
get
Grande,
mad.
She
really,
just gets
if
even.
Grande starts doing the voice right now, you're not going to get mad.
Well, sometimes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh God.
There
no.
you go. You see?
I don't know why you so mad.
Oh my God.
I gotta go to the barn.
You know,
and
we
make
were
some-
having such
I
a
gotta
good
go to the
stream.
barn and make some bows. Y'all do what y'all want. I'm 60 days clean.
You look so stupid doing that with that stupid chicken hat on. I hate you.
I'm 60 days clean. I don't know what y'all are doing. I'm over here making bows in my barn. You guys know I run a wedding service on the side. It's so cute. It's like steel magnolias over here. We don't have Julie Andrews, but we got Julie Roberts. And we got some nice magnolia trees.
Okay. Oh my God. I feel your anger, McVenom.
Oh, so there.
I feel your vengeance.
I wish you could see my list of ideas of things to do to Grande in April.
I can
Like,
give you just.
It's not even a matter of it's which one I'm gonna like. How many I'm gonna do.
I'll give you just a tip. He probably enjoy every one of them.
Don't say that.
Oh my God.
Next question, please, God.
I can't see
Please.
through my tears. Hold on.
Do you want me to get some revenge for you, McVenom?
You can, but I'm gonna get it in April though.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get some in April. I've been
Guys, listen here. I got a
long.
chicken on my head because I'm stupid. Look at me. I tried to use a jacket, but look at this.
McVenom, now that you're on, can we ask you about?
Listen, guys, when I was in prison, I used to use chickens as collateral to not get raped. Guys!
Shay is absolutely right. Shay said, I think Grande's voice triggers her more than Merc and Feed.
Yeah, I think it does.
She just said it, so you know that's true.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Do what must be done, McVenom. Show no mercy.
Oh my God, you guys with the cross stitches, they are coming.
The question wasn't for you. The question wasn't for you.
I see them popping up. I see.
Yeah, but the super chat wasn't for you, McVenom.
Miss McGrande, where are the cross stitches?
Miss McGrande.
I've been working on them. Look, I got all these other things.
Oh my God, Grande!
I'm telling you, I gotta make bows for my wedding parties at the barn, and then. Did I tell you I'm 60, 90 days clean? I just gotta tell you.
Squeaky clean.
Well, I love you.
I don't even have my earbuds in. I can hear your stupid laugh from the hanging on the ground.
Oh, we killed Ranger. The Ranger's dead. Okay.
Woo!
So y'all be getting your cross stitches. Just hold your horses.
Oh my God, the death of Grande is gonna be so awesome. Oh my God.
I can't.
I only make fun of people I like.
Well, too bad they don't like you in return. That's right, McFadden. Give him the number one. Who does number one work for? Not Grande.
He's just adding more things to our list right now.
I mean, Jesus.
Are you done?
I'm trying to get to the next question. Dickhole Grande.
There,
Yeah,
right
we're
now
done.
he's done.
Yeah, he's done
I don't know
now.
how long it's gonna
Yeah,
last,
shut
but he's
your
done right
hole.
now.
Next
Grande.
question. Next question.
Yeah, I'd like to get some sleep tonight. Not worry about death.
Hold on, I'm catching my breath. That kind of hurt.
That hurt a lot, man. Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
Bone
why
Jones
the Yoda is
159.
sparkling. That's weird.
Did you guys know? I'm just telling you. Do you guys know I did?
Because you
my
have the
younger
green
sister.
screen filter on still.
No, I turned it off.
No, you got rid of your green screen, but did you turn off the video effect?
Yeah,
on
I
the camera?
deleted it.
You sure?
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
I can't
your
check it
Yoda-
out, but I'll go
your
back and
Yodas
check it
are
again.
glowing because they're green right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe it is. That's what it looks like. But okay.
It's weird.
Bones Jones 159 question: do you think the new raid will come in February with a new Sith character?
No.
I don't think they have a new raid.
I don't think they have a new raid
No.
really coming, man, for a while.
Not after
If you read the Q&A,
yeah,
they're not very.
nothing.
Yeah, they're not even talking about like the mythic and the arcade raid. They're basically talking about it as if it's like a failed experiment. If you read the Q&A, so it's kind of sad.
It is.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Rapid fire, Finn. Let's do this.
I'm trying to. I need to catch my breath. Andy Fox.
Suck it up,
Question.
goddammit.
Is it wrong for me to be happy that Lightside GeoTB is so hard? In hopes that don't waste time working on this crappy game mode for 3 years.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I like the difficulty.
It
I
was
just think
funny.
it's
I
too
think one of
early
the
and they should have
funnier
been more
comments.
open about it.
One of the funny. I was telling Finn this today. I saw a comment. Someone was talking about the GP requirements, and someone wrote, "Hey, this is the guild from 2025 with 790 million GP. We still can't complete phase 1 either."
Is it this hard? Like nobody's
Dude.
doing
Oh
it?
God!
No, so
dude,
here's the
they-
problem, McVenom.
They shut it off.
Wait. Loki, have you completed it?
He
No.
can't.
He can't.
Let him
First off, they
talk.
pulled it.
Let him
They
talk.
got rid of Lightside GeoTB.
Yeah,
They
let
pulled
him
it.
talk though. She has to.
Okay, were you able to complete it at all when they had it up?
Loki.
Share your pain, Loki.
I only completed the special mission, and that was it in phase 1.
What?
It was
Yeah.
so bad.
So that's my barometer, if that's a word, of like how bad something is. If Loki's like
That's
saying
not-
it was shit, like nobody could do it,
That's not even
It's
the bad
bad.
part, McVenom.
It's really bad.
That's not the bad part.
what's the
So
bad
here's
part?
the fun part, right? There's the missions, and the missions are already difficult. You can't complete it, right? Currently, the GP of players in TI are what, close to like 6 million-ish, right?
I mean, I'm
The
10K
amount of
away from
GP you
100 million.
need in order to get maximum stars, assuming perfect missions. Forget about the difficulty for a second. Just perfect missions. The amount of GP that you need for a player is 12 million.
Yeah.
So the top team, the top guild is 6 million.
Mm-hmm.
Per player.
Per
Yes.
player. And they need 12 million per player.
Yeah.
Now, here's the best part.
Are they going to do a power cap? I mean, are
No,
they
they said in the
Not
next 3
doing
months
that,
they
no.
are not increasing level, gear, relics.
It's
none of
got to
that.
be like a power creep soon coming
No,
up. Though. Come
no.
Oh well,
on.
here's the fun part too. The majority of that increase is in ships. You can go from right now where people have about 1.5 million GP in ships,
Yeah.
to needing 6 million GP in ships, and that's the content they released.
Stellar.
Even to get perfect star, that's how much you need. There's like they don't
But
even have
but the
the
problem is there's only one ship zone. So if you have
Mhm.
massive amounts of GP and ships, you can only fill up one zone. The other 3 zones are still, or
Mhm.
the other 2 zones are for regular tunes,
Mhm.
and there's not enough of them.
Yep.
Even if you R7 all the tunes, I don't even think there's enough.
Mm-mm. You need about 8. I calculated it the other
80
day. You need about
characters.
80 more characters.
At 25,000
Yeah.
GP each.
My prediction is they're going to combine guilds, and it's going to be 100 members.
And you still.
And if they do that, I'm telling you right now, the game is over.
That
The game
makes-
is over.
Yeah, I could see them doing that, Loki.
Because the math
If they do that,
works
the
out.
game is over. There's no way people are going to do mergers. That's going to cause way too much tension. Just not going to happen.
They just automatically make every guild have an extra 50 slots.
Yeah, but how are you
Yeah.
going to fill that?
Well, I mean, like the bigger guilds will be able to do it. The ones that have sister
They
guilds
do
and
it.
stuff.
They do it
the
at the top
the corporation
already. It's
guilds.
like 3 MAW guilds and there's 3 TI guilds. So
Yeah, but that's the only ones that are going to be able to do it because our guild is not going to necessarily want to merge with somebody else.
You're not
Like
gonna
we've been
have a
fine on our
choice.
own. Why
Hey,
do we need
Mongo.
another 50 people suddenly?
well, no, but then you just don't do Lightside GOTV. You do.
Yeah,
There you go.
I mean,
That's your choice right there.
that's like the worst thing. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be the end of the game. If they do that, I'm telling you right now, I'm deleting the game. The second they do that, I'm deleting the game.
Are there any games like this now where they have 100 members in a guild?
Nah.
Or is
Not
that half-
100.
Wow.
Like,
Well, WoW actually had 40, and then they reduced the raid size to 25 because they thought 40 was too much.
You can laugh all you want, but my 90-day chip is looking really
It's
nice
looking pretty good.
right now.
If they do a guild merger like Loki is saying, that's what I'm doing. I'm joining you on that chip. There's no way I'm playing. If they messed up the guild aspect of this game, I'm done.
surprise mechanics.
All right, let's do a few
All
more
right.
questions. and wrap
Next
this.
question. Cole question: why do so many characters need stun gun? Should I be spending my crystals on them since I can't find them in other areas?
You can get them out of the charge store, right? The
right-
problem
that's
is
right,
that
get 'em.
the other places get one, right?
Yeah.
Where they
Do
drop, and
not you
unfortunately,
get one or
and
get
you
two on
can't.
it.
You just can't, right? With the amount of characters you need. Let's go through the list. Hermit
Can't you
Yoda,
sometimes get them in the guild shop?
Wampa, and now you've got
No.
good
No,
old
stun guns don't. The detonators show up in the
detonators are
guild
the
store.
yeah. So I mean, you're left with charge store, but that's 6 at a time. That's not really helping you. What you get from raids, right? Events, things of that nature. And then either using crystals or farming. Now, if you're in my position, I can farm for gear, right? I'm at that level. But if you're not, then you have to kind of balance between, especially if you're in that early stage and you're farming a lot of characters, your only real option is just to get them where you can, and then you're going to have to invest. Stun guns are just one of those things.
Hard nodes, baby. Hard nodes.
Even hard nodes, Grande, it's a slow process. You know what I'm saying?
It is real slow. But I mean, if you're looking for stun guns, right? Go to the hard nodes that give you stun guns.
But the problem with like a newer player is that they have a lot of hard nodes they got to do.
I don't disagree with you.
I mean, I think you're right about the hard nodes, Grande. But unfortunately, if you're a new character, like I could go farm hard nodes or just like nodes and stuff. Like I use my ship energy to get stun guns, right? But if you're a newer player, it's a much more difficult task.
I agree.
All right. Next question, Agnati. I heard there is a bug where 5 has to be in the 5th spot. Why is that?
Because this game is crazy.
Because the game's broke, man.
Because his name is Fives.
Fives in the 5 hole.
Fives in the 5 hole.
Because the sad part, I wish there was a better explanation. But
this doesn't make sense. This is Chewbacca. He's from the planet Kashyyyk. That does
Effectively,
not make sense.
Effectively, the reason why Fives needs to be in the 5 spot is because it looks like Fives is broken, and he acts correctly and taunts when he's in the 5th position.
Yeah. And
That's
they confirmed it, too.
Confirmed it today in the depth Q&A. So what's happening is that his Zeta doesn't work if he's not in the 5th spot, so he's not properly distributing his buffs or anything when he's not in the 5th spot. So if you're using fit 5s on a clone team, he needs to be in that last spot for the effects to go to the rest of the team. And they basically said this is a low priority thing, so don't expect it to get fixed anytime soon. So in your squads, make sure you replace it and put 5s in the last spot so you don't have this issue if you're going through the squad team.
All right. Next question.
Kind of sad that that's where we are, but
that's where we're at. Let's move on.
What's the other bug with him too, where he resurrects himself? Was it if
that was also when he's in the 5th spot,
right?
Yeah, he gets fractured, or if he gets isolated.
He somehow manages to res himself.
Right.
Yeah, he res himself. 5s.
Yep. There are bugs where people clear out the clones, and all of a sudden 5s will just pop up
It's a
again.
good team to put on defense, so you can bug your opponent.
Yep.
And then he gets pissed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
Great team.
Telling you. Dude, there are other bugs too. Like if a player leaves your guild after TW is done, and you go to the TW screen to go see how many banners you got, the game will give you that spinning R2D2 wheel, and you have to force close it and start the game again.
Oh, I get the Wheel of Death every time I unlock a mod now after I roll it. It's happened like for forever now. Like every lunch stream, I sit there and I roll mods, and I've been doing green mods to blue. And every time I go to unlock a mod or do something with the mod after locking it or something, it just gets the Wheel of Death. I have to close the game down and then relaunch it during the lunch stream.
It's so dumb, man.
It's these stupid little things, man.
All right, John Moran question. Could it be possible to organize a boycott of the next round of this dumpster fire event and a 2-day no buying stuff in stores to send a message?
I think
Could it be done? Yes. Will it happen? No.
No, people still spend, man.
We've Last time there was a boycotts before.
It just doesn't.
CG isn't stupid. As soon as they sense that a boycott is coming, they'll release something that'll force people to buy.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And they've already shown it with like the $5 and $10 packs that they'll throw out there to give you like all this fun gear and everything.
All right, next.
Takedown Games question. When are we getting Darkside GeoTB again since the cancellation?
Next week. Next question.
What?
We'll get it next week like you're supposed to.
No, next week's supposed to be Territory Wars.
I thought the end of...
Pretty sure it's supposed to alternate, right?
Yeah, you're right. So, and then...
But they also said because this is canceled, they're going to redo the schedule. So
that's true. So I was.
We have to wait to see what they're doing.
Yeah, I think they'll bring that one up. So we'll see what happens.
Let's see. That's for Fedora Hat. Fedora Hat. Okay, Darsai 1972 question for Grande. How did Lightside TB make you feel when the resources put into your account that is still unplayable? Did CG forget the game part in Capital Games? I'm severely disappointed more than anything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just It was dumb and silly, dude.
What was your reaction when you first went into the missions?
I mean, the first couple I had stuff to do, and then by the time I got to my second round of Jedi, and I'm throwing in like, Phoenix Jedi, and I can't even clear. I'm like, what's phase 2 or phase 3 gonna be like? And then I'll tell you what got me even worse than the unplayable part. It's the freaking math part, man. The math part really makes me even worse. We're gonna get through the unplayable part. We'll figure a way out of it. We'll get better. But the math part we can never fix. That's the problem.
That's a good point.
All right. Next question from Biaris Aragon.
Biaris Aragon, you mean.
Aragon.
Question: did Raging Spaniard make the BB-8 poop icon? Probably. Prior to that, he was Happy Spaniard, and then Warrior got a hold of him, and now he's Raging Spaniard. Sith Lord 72. Question: free to play have been asking for balance against whales. I now present to you Lightside TV.
This is the balance. There you go.
We did it.
It's not wrong.
We did it.
We did it.
It's hard work, guys. We worked hard. We did a good job. We got balance. It's good. It's good.
You guys can go home early today.
Get the fudge out of here.
Do you get that feeling that CG takes our recommendations, but they're like a D&D genie? So you ask them for balance, and they just make everything so OP that everyone can't do anything, and they like, your wish is granted. It's like, what the hell?
Really
like
bad,
everything we ask for, right? They seem to misconstrue everything that we want, and it still like just messes everything up.
I blame Finn.
Like they added, for example, right? When we added for more TB tools, and they gave us the option to see the combat missions, but we can't tell which zone that people did it in. So if you fill up the ships, you can't tell whether or not people did ship missions or whether they did the character missions. So you still have to tag friggin' everybody to make sure that they did their missions. Okay, we gave you some extra tools here.
Have a merry freaking Christmas and do what we say. Because if you don't, we'll ruin your game and you will not play.
I like that McVenom and Loki are talking in chat.
No, they're like, oh, these idiots.
McVenom is setting up a date with Loki. And...
Yeah, they're going to play Magic the Gathering.
All right.
Their Twitter buddies
Shay Locomotive
in the chat.
question. Why would anyone keep spending in the game when what you buy has a short relevance due to CG constantly moving the goalposts? This TB seems that Gear 13 Relic 7 is useless to what is coming.
Pretty much made Relic 7 useless in the sense for now in
There's
GAC and other places it's still viable, right? But for this Lightside GOTB,
Go back and work on your dark side characters.
might as well,
man.
right? Get them 33 stars.
Go back.
baby.
Go back and work on Wat Tambor. Go back and work on your droids. Go back and work on your geos, man.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that's a good point, Ranger. We have to show the meme of the week.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that damn thing.
I didn't forget. I was waiting kind of for a good point to it because
All right.
the meme of the week is actually pretty funny. Given
All
the
right, so
situation.
today's meme of the week is brought to you by who?
This is by Zig Lettuce.
Okay, and this is the meme. It says, "Even the greatest of wells is helpless in the middle of a desert."
It's a fortune cookie that says even the greatest of whales is helpless in the middle of a desert. And I'm just thinking of all of like the and Ma and
Actually, who made that?
It was
Who
just a
made
fortune
that?
cookie. Someone just took a
This is
picture
a
of.
fortune cookie. Zig
Oh,
Lettuce
that was-
posted it as the meme, but it's just so
That's
appropriate
pretty-
for where we are.
It is pretty appropriate.
That's fantastic.
So Zig Lettuce is our meme of the week. So let it be known.
So let it be.
Even the greatest of whales is helpless in the middle.
That's science, baby, right there. That's fantastic. All right, let's finish this off before I
All right.
pass out.
All right, so let's go back to questions here. We have a few more here. There's a lot of CG Fedora Hat questions.
Yeah, I know. I went through them all.
Let's ask this for McVenom.
Oh,
So McVenom,
The
we
lovely
had a
McVenom.
discussion earlier today, so you can answer the question here. Which is more captivating, Baby Yoda or Marilyn Monroe?
Baby Yoda.
Such a chick answer.
No, I mean I love Marilyn Monroe. I love chicks just
Yeah,
as much
but
as
you're
the
not
next
going to
person.
sleep with Marilyn Monroe.
I'm not gonna sleep with Baby Yoda.
You're not gonna cuddle with Baby Yoda?
Boom! She got you. She got you.
She mowed you.
You're not gonna cuddle with Baby Yoda
I mean, I would cuddle with Marilyn Monroe.
in the bed.
I mean, like,
You're not gonna cuddle Baby Yoda in the bed.
We cuddle with baby.
I mean, you're comparing apples to oranges and acting and wanting
I know.
to, like,
That's what I'm
size them
saying.
up. No,
Who's more
you asked me which one I
captivating,
prefer.
Marilyn Monroe? As a man,
You know what?
I mean, you can't look at Marilyn Monroe and go,
You would choose Marilyn Monroe over Baby.
I'd kick Baby Yoda in the teeth and knock his ass through the Dagobah system for Marilyn Monroe.
I would go with Baby
I
Yoda
would
because
step
he
on
is
Baby
a chick
Yoda to
magnet.
get to Marilyn Monroe. You're damn
Baby
right.
Yoda will get me more chicks than Marilyn Monroe.
Please. Marilyn Monroe has a... That's
Baby
the friend
Yoda
you want,
is
like...
the Star Wars equivalent.
Oh, he was with Marilyn.
No, Baby Yoda is the equivalent of like a puppy yellow lab. Baby Yoda can get you chicks.
I mean, honestly, yeah. There's
really no wrong answer though.
There's a lot of beautiful blondes in the world, but there's only one
Baby Yoda.
There's only one Marilyn
Well, at least one
Monroe.
that we know of.
Not anymore.
Yeah, there's only one Baby Yoda that
We
we
can't
know
really
of.
talk about Baby Yoda though, so I mean, so we could just say there's Baby Yoda. That's all we can
Voulez-vous avec moi ce soir?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
Cheddar biscuits.
And that discussion will continue to
And cheddar
rage on.
biscuits. Oh, cheddar biscuits
right.
or Baby Yoda, Tis McVenom.
Baby Yoda.
You over cheddar
Baby
biscuits.
Yoda will force pull
you
the
can
cheddar
never
biscuits to
have
you. I
cheddar
mean-
biscuits again.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how much I love Baby Yoda. I love Baby Yoda like Finn loves porgs.
No,
And Baby Yoda.
Finn kicked porgs by the curb, man. This is Baby Yoda time, man.
I'm kind of. Did I
Honestly,
tell you what happened
Porgs
yesterday?
are
with
so
that?
I am
porgs are so
subbed to a group.
2018, McVenom.
I'm subbed to a group that is called the Church of Baby Yoda.
Oh,
That's
for
how much
God's sakes!
So
I just loves me. I have thousands of memes already saved on my phone.
do you know all the stuff went on sale yesterday for Baby Yoda, McVenom?
Yeah, I do, and I have someone knitting.
Rose
me,
Taco
crocheting
says
me.
it's officially called the child.
Hey,
I'm
can I get
smoking.
it? Can I change my
No.
crochet to
No, yours
baby?
is done. You can't change yours. Yours is done.
Yeah, there'll be no
And
Baby
I'm
Yoda
putting a little
crochets.
middle finger in the corner of yours too.
I didn't get the poop colored one, did I?
He got the Millennium Falcon, and I'm writing a big FU on the side of it.
I think I got Vader. I don't think I got the.
Well, it's going to have an FU no matter what.
Well, make sure you write the FU on the right cross.
Wait, did you get the right cross stitch? So some poor bastard's going to get an FU.
Or somebody
I was
else?
like, I was 100% sure he had
Oh,
Millennium Falcon.
Oh my God! All of a sudden, Rose Taco, who's been waiting forever for his cross stitch, you're gonna get a big FU on his cross stitch.
Oh no, Rose has got the epic one, but Grande's might be wrong. Not even gonna lie.
Oopsie!
I don't even remember, but I think I got Vader.
Well, you're gonna get a Millennium Falcon, and you're gonna like it.
Okay.
I can
thanks.
verify for you, McVenom.
I've got a list somewhere.
All right. So let's see. Next one is from Bone Jones 159 and says, question on a real note, what keeps RSG engaged in this game with all the negativity? How do you guys stay positive? So we're playing with friends, right? So that's one of the things.
Yeah, it's a community. Man.
And honestly, so if you're in a constantly looking for completion of end game build, then you are always going to suffer whenever new content comes out, right? Because you're going to want to try and complete it as quickly as possible, and sometimes there's a lot of difficulty associated. My
Jedi
guild
Luke.
is not. What was that, Loki?
I said Jedi Luke. We're all waiting for him.
Yeah, that's true. My guild is a lot more casual. Our guild strategy is we're just gonna go at our own pace and finish things as we can together. So we just continue to move at our own pace, and it's annoying when the game doesn't work, but progress all just happens kind of internally. It's not necessarily about the moving finish line, because we're never at the finish line. We're always just kind of approaching it slowly. So you have to find a guild that matches your style. We said that before, right? Whatever your game style is, however you want to play, you have to make sure you find a guild that matches. If you're in a guild that's not a good fit, you're always going to run into issues.
Oh,
That's always the biggest thing.
no, you didn't, Fourth Okage.
He
God
did.
dang.
Sane.
Ooh. All right. Any more questions, Finn?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a couple more.
You keep saying a couple more.
No, we have more than a couple more then. Pause D.
God
question.
Damn it, Finn.
When
said
are we
let's
getting
wrap
new
this up.
content?
We're not.
No, I don't know about the new content. Next question.
Okay, we have a total of about, I think, 5 questions. I'm trying to filter out the CG Fedora Hat so it gets confusing.
Don't they have to fix the TB to get new content?
Yeah, they ain't fixing it.
Yeah.
It's working as intended.
Nev, question. How
So
do
why
I
did they call
become...
it that? It's working as intended. Because of the map opening? That's it?
I don't know.
Yeah, they closed it because of the map opening, but the hardness and
all the other
nonsense
nonsense.
and the numbers are right.
That is correct, sir.
Next question is from Takedown Games. The question: did Julie Andrews make Kyber? Thanks, RSG.
Yes, she did.
She's
next
so,
question.
Hold on, I don't know. Hold on, let me ask her.
Yeah, next question. Yes.
Julie, did you make Kyber?
No, rhodium. Okay, here you go. It was a rhodium.
It was a rhodium.
Just gave yourself away there.
There you go. Helium voice Finn. Okay, next question.
Next question. All right. Miniature Namikaze question: why isn't the extremely pretty lady on the stream? Well, Julie Andrews doesn't like being on camera.
We already talked about this.
Kashmir question: can Julie Andrews say it was just the tip, and now I have to carry this thing for 9 months?
Jesus Christ.
Julie Andrews will only say that with permission from McVenom. If she says no, it will not happen.
I don't care as long as it's not out of Grande.
You have to say yes or no. Don't care doesn't count.
Yes.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me go get Julie here. Julie, they want to hear you say something. All right, hold on. She's coming. She's finishing up her tie.
It was just the tip, and now I have to carry this thing around for 9 months.
See, Grande, he sounds funny when he says it. Or she sounds funny when she says it.
Yeah, she had to go back. She went back.
Oh, God.
I
can't do it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Kashmir said, please don't read my tip question unless McVenom drops off. I don't want Julie on the hit list. So I got permission from her first. Don't worry. I got permission from her first.
Telling you, this truth is stranger than fiction. I've
Oh,
actually been...
my sweet
Kashmir's going to have to
Jesus.
buy me a drink in Florida.
Hey, I did get your permission before doing it.
Yeah.
I asked
You know
you for
what?
your permission.
All of these chicks that I'm like getting to watch the show, like, oh, I've got this friend named Ben, and he's awesome, and he's single, and you should hook up with him, blah, blah, blah. And then
Really?
they come on, and you're like, doing this crazy stuff. You're
Hey,
just
ladies.
like,
That's pretty good.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, ladies. I'm Finn.
That work?
What's up,
yes,
girl?
that works.
Do you like Kylo Ren?
So you give them the whole spectrum of things.
That's right. You have to give them the whole package.
The insanity that is. Okay.
You want to see
Oh, God.
Okay, I see 5 more questions. Darth Hideous.
What do you mean? You said 5 questions. Oh, I swear to God.
I told
Finn.
you I'm trying to filter out all the CG Fedora Hat stuff.
I'm going to punch you in your dick,
Okay,
man.
officially 5 questions. I just counted. It's 5 questions. Question: with the new light side TB stall approach brought to us by CG, will Affinity ever shut the bleep up? No, Affinity will not shut the up, Hideous. Okay, he
All
will
right.
not shut the up.
All
Okay,
right, next question.
deal with it. Hideous question for McVoltron: does your guild have any spaces available?
Oh, yeah, we kind of hashed that out in chat, and I
Yeah.
said, yeah, Frozen and Carbonite's awesome, and he's like, not that guild, but the SWGOH Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's not
Next
so much
question.
more of a guild than a help group.
Yes.
Paul Bracamante question: did you get a chance to check out the questions and excuses on the forum? Yeah, we actually
We
reenacted
covered
it.
the whole thing, baby.
Had a whole stream.
The whole stream. Go check it out. We did an official live reenactment.
We
I would have
So
to
if
do
you
that.
want
When
to
when
hear
did you
it,
do that?
we started at 3:30 when they started the Q&A.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to go watch that.
Yeah, it's a whole live stream. It's the live reenactment of the Dev Q&A. We have all
How
of
long
the
is it?
special CG
2
people
hours.
and everything there. Pretty awesome. John Moran, question: is the Learn Control Zeta on CLS worth getting?
No.
It's a good Zeta, but
That's the
you
tenacity.
probably
It's not
have other things
necessary.
to
It's not
prioritize.
necessary.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
The other two are, you know.
I don't have it.
I mean, I would really just do it finds all things.
And the other one.
The leader
turn
one?
Meter, the turn
Or
meter.
the turn meter one?
The turn meter leader is good if you're using it a lot in GAC, yeah.
Yeah, in GAC
All right,
it makes a big
next
difference.
question.
And the last
But
question
I only
was
had
said.
one baby. He said the next time it'd be just the tip and eat live. And we ended up with 2 babies.
If you don't know why we're laughing,
Terrible. It's
somebody just
probably
donated
terrible.
the bits to play the Grande
I didn't
stream
hear it.
about the tip.
Who did that? Who did it? Just tell me who
I'll
it was.
Maz
You
could
can't get
not.
mad.
Maz!
It was Maz.
Maz.
It
You
was
little
Maz.
instigator, you. She's so funny.
I love it, Maz. I love
Lucky
it,
she's
Maz.
so like lovable and
Oh
adorable.
my god. Oh.
Maz.
All right. And the last question from the Sedge. Question:
Did it
when do
already
you
play?
estimate Seven and Malik event? I think it's Revan and Malik event come around again.
Probably
No
next
schedule
month.
through no scheduled event from the 12th to the 17th. I think that will be when that
They'll
it'll
announce
come
it.
back. And do you think the journey guide will come out this month, like they said, or delayed?
Well, Revan,
Yeah.
they'll be announced. That was last ones were announced, so this will be announced, and it probably January would be my guess. It's kind of 2 to 3 months, so yeah. So you'll know ahead of time. What?
Maz said, "What? That was a typo accident."
I gotta believe Maz. That's my girl right there. I can't believe she would do something.
He accidentally
intentionally.
donated.
She accidentally donated some bits, and
You know what? I'm gonna believe that
on the
because I don't think
specific
Maz would do
amount
that.
that was needed, McVenom,
I
to
don't
play
think she would do that. I'm just choosing.
I mean,
not-
it's a very specific number. It was
I'm choosing
126 that was needed for
not
that
to
to be
believe it.
Maz
played.
Kanata is a.
I
is a
have
legendary.
spoken. I am choosing not to believe it.
Until she does it again.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
But we didn't answer his question.
I
So-
just answered it.
You answered just the Revan part. So the other
You
thing is,
didn't
do you think
answer it in
the
3-part series.
Oh, well,
in
I'm
depth
sorry.
for him.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. There's another part to his question. He said, "Do
It
you think
should
the
be
journey
scheduled.
guide will come out this month, like they said, or will it
Yes.
be delayed?"
I think the journey guide comes out before they go on their 6-month vacation.
That's true.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree. They already have the layout from
6-week
Warrior, so it's not
vacation.
very hard.
6-week
6 months?
vacation. All they're doing 6-week vacation. All they're doing is regurgitating what Warrior's already done for them.
Yep.
They've been
They are
offered.
literally copying the
And-
pillars to say
and
this is what you need
there's
for the
another-
characters.
What were you saying,
Psycho.
Loki? What did you
Psycho is
say?
another guy who's really
What?
What did you say?
match the
I
like
said that-
button.
I said they've been off for the past year, so what's another $6?
Good point.
That's science. You can't argue that. All right. Let's get to the ending stuff here. First thing that we want to shout out is our gold VIPs. There they are. Woo woo! These are extraordinary pickle donators. They love their pickles, and they give us lots of pickles to use on the stream. Isn't that right, Finn?
That's right.
I'm
Oh
done.
my god.
Finish up, Finn. I can't do it anymore. I'm done.
What?
He's just
I want
done.
the boss voice. Give me the low deep.
the Kylo
Yeah,
Ren.
Kylo Ren voice.
Hey there,
He said
everyone.
it's just the tip
Thank you
and
very
I'm
much for
gonna carry
tuning
this
in to
thing around
RSG
for 9
tonight.
months.
Oh,
We
I was
appreciate
in the
it.
middle of that, and somebody just donated some more bits to get Grande talking about the tip. Hope you guys all appreciated that. Grande's probably going to be dead when we meet up in April.
guess who it was?
And that was once again the lovely Mascanata. Hey, Mas.
What? I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
I think Maz's finger slipped again, McDermott. It's okay.
It's okay that it was just the tip when it slipped.
Oh
no!
Don't worry, baby. You got it.
Don't worry.
All right. Well, thank you very much to all of our gold VIPs. We appreciate all of your support. We thank you for all your donations. And we hope that you'll support us during our charity stream.
Oh, yeah, that'll be great.
Charity stream's coming up for real, guys.
All right, here's the endings of life, man. Jesus Christ.
He's saying, what the hell, people? Stop interrupting. We're messing up her vibe. Sorry, Maz.
Oh, no.
Sometimes we just gotta roll with the punches. So make sure that you tune in next week, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're here for you. And then Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, we're starting our 12-hour live stream. That's right, we are raising money for the American Cancer Society. So join us, people. Make sure that you have a great time and bring your wallet. And then bring it again on Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern time on Twitch. We got some fun for you. You donate to the American Cancer Society. And with that, I am Infinity with Reality Skewed Gamers. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And we'll see you next time.